It is your feel-good breakfast show, and a very big good morning to you, Mzansi. I really hope that even if you're not smiling, you'll receive some sort of radiance from our faces this morning.
I didn't think I was going to muster a smile this morning, to be honest. I was going to start the show literally going, boo.
Boo.
But that's not really right, hey? We just can't do it. No, because we have to honour, even though we fell at the finish line, we have to honour what our captain, fantastic, Laura Volfart, and the rest of our Proteas ladies pulled off at this Cricket World Cup. Agonisingly close, losing to India last night. She got 100. She has been phenomenal. The way she hit that six after we had just lost a wicket, all the walls were crumbling in, and she just stood up and she just showed a country how you can stand up after you get knocked down. Just absolutely amazing. But for the first time in their history, India are the champs, thoroughly deserving champions of the world. Congratulations.
If we have to, okay, I'll give them a round of applause.
We'll give one or two. But luckily, we've got enough heroes stealing the titles back home, and we're going to delve into that. In fact, it's going to be a very positive show.
I'm very excited. Now, earlier this month, firefighters from across South Africa gathered out in George for the 10th toughest firefighter live competition, and our Cape Town heroes brought the heat, let me tell you. So we're going to be celebrating the incredible victories and strengths behind the uniform. I personally would love to see Graham in the uniform.
Oh, for sure.
I'm going to see if we can make that happen.
I'll do it for the ladies, because I think we had two ladies dominating at the awards. We know the gents always do phenomenally well, but our ladies in the firefighting lane are on another level. So yes, I shall learn from them this morning. And then from fire to fire vocals, literally, Liam Covert joins us in studio, from busking on the streets, literally, to winning the 2025 Barleycorn Songwriting Competition that has opened the doors. This rising star is proving that passion and patience and perseverance really do pay off.
I'll give you an actual round of applause. That one comes from the bottom of my heart. I can't wait to catch up with Liam. For now, though, let me catch you up on those news headlines. I've got you in just a bit.
You see, seldom is the person doing the news that happy, or at least happier than the person doing sport. But yes, we've got to get into those sporting headlines. Don't worry, it's not all doom and gloom. Unbelievably proud, yes, of the Proteas ladies, so you can share some love on the social media streets. Springboks did incredibly well as well. We're going to delve into that conversation. Also get into some of our weekend highlights. So if you had a good weekend, we want to see, share with us. You know where to find us on those social streets. As I said, we'll start getting through the last couple of days' high points in a moment, but let's get through the last couple of days' news, and then I'll delve into those sporting headlines.
Thank you so much, Gray. 2 minutes after 6 o'clock, let's see which news is making headlines. Now we start out nationally, where lawmakers have urged the National Assembly to ban gambling adverts on digital platforms as well as billboards, warning that online betting is rapidly becoming a national pandemic. Now, the National Gambling Board's 2024-25 report shows South Africans spend 1.5 trillion rand on gambling, while just 74 million rand was allocated to rehabilitation, far less than the 2.6 billion rand spent on marketing. Now, concerns were raised about pervasive advertising targeting young people and normalizing gambling. Following a Supreme Court of Appeal ruling restricting online casino-style games, Parliament faces pressure to act to protect families as well as communities. In other national news, the KwaZulu-Natal Department of Transport has warned motorists to switch to the new vehicle license numbering system by the 30th of November. Now, introduced to address a shortage of numbers and align KZN with the national system, motorists who fail to comply will face fines under the National Road Traffic Act. Now, spokesperson Ndabanzinhle Sibia emphasized that the MEC appeals to all drivers to act promptly and visit their nearest licensing officers to complete the transition before the end-of-month deadline to avoid penalties. Internationally speaking, U.S. President Donald Trump has threatened to launch military action against Nigeria, accusing its government of allowing the killing of Christians. Now, he vowed to halt all aid and ordered the Pentagon, now dubbed the Department of War, to prepare for a possible strike, calling any attack, quote, fast, vicious and sweet, end quote. Nigerian President Bola Ahmed Tinubu dismissed the allegations, saying the country protects all faiths under its constitution. Now, analysts note most terror victims are actually Muslims in Nigeria's conflict-scarred northern regions. In other news, British police have arrested 2 men following a mass stabbing aboard a train travelling from Doncaster to London, which left several passengers injured, 2 critically. Now, the train was stopped near Huntington in Cambridgeshire as emergency teams rushed to the scene. Investigators initially treated the incident as a possible terror attack, but later ruled that out. Now, the motive remains under investigation, while passengers described scenes of panic as the assault unfolded during the busy Saturday morning commute. Let's close off on the story. Near the Great Pyramid of Khufu, Egypt has unveiled its breathtaking Grand Egyptian Museum. Now, it's a modern marvel celebrating over 7 millennia of history. The colossal complex, one of the world's largest archaeological museums, houses 100,000 artifacts, including the complete treasures of Tutankhamun's tomb displayed together for the first time. Costing $1.2 billion, the museum spans an astonishing 500,000 square meters, about the size of 70 football pitches, all promises to revive tourism and rekindle global fascination with Egypt's ancient past. Now, with its alabaster facade and framed view of the pyramids, the gemmed bridges, pharaohs, and the future, ready to enchant millions each and every year. Yet another thing to add to that bucket list as you explore our beautiful continent. So we leave your first bit of news. Let's get into some sports this morning.
Oh, let's get it out the way. A heroic century from Captain Fantastic Laura Volfart just wasn't enough as the Proteas woman fell to a 52-run defeat to India in the 50-over World Cup final in Mumbai yesterday. Volfart's sublime 101 followed her semi-final ton against England. I think pushed her past the 500-run mark for the tournament as well. But India's Deepti Sharma stole the show, 5 for 39 to steal that victory. And of course, the title for the hosts, and very well deserved. I think this Proteas tale is not quite yet told, so watch that space. But I hope we still see a sold-out, jam-packed airport when the ladies return. Absolutely amazing performance. Now, South Africa emphatically buried memories of the 2015 Brighton upset with a dominant 61-7 victory over Japan at Wembley. Great advertisement for rugby. Sasha Weinberg and Ngomazulu, who is also a great advertisement for rugby at the moment. Curtly Arendse, each scoring twice as the Boks ran in 9 tries. Captain Siya Kolisi also crossed early. He was in great form, while Andre Esterhuizen and Jesse Creel added some late scores there as well. So the win sets up a blockbuster clash with France in Paris next weekend. Cannot wait. Now we get back into football, and Mohamed Salah netting his 250th Liverpool goal in a 2-1 win over Aston Villa to end the Reds' 4-game losing streak. And Arsenal, they stayed 7 points clear at the top of the table, with Victor Gyökeres and Declan Rice sealing that 2-0 victory at Burnley. Meanwhile, Amad Diallo's stunning late volley earning Manchester United a very worthy 2-2 draw at Nottingham Forest. Now let's bring it back home for some derby action. Oh, when we couldn't find a winner. Mamelodi Sundowns and Orlando Pirates played out to a third successive 1-1 draw in their Betway Premiership clash, with coach Miguel Cardoso calling the result fair between two very evenly matched sides, I think, this season. And AmaZulu, they climbed to 5th after Hendrik Eksteen's brace sealed a 3-0 win over a struggling Chippa United, it must be said, while Orbit College beat Magesi 3-1 for back-to-back league victories as well. Talk about putting your hand up. And that's where we leave our sporting headlines for now. Let's get into our Monday morning weather.
Well, thank you so much, G-Man. Let's check out your weather, where the South African Weather Service has issued a warning for extremely high fire danger conditions, and that's across parts of the Northern Cape, the Northern Western Cape, and interior Eastern Cape. Now, daytime temperatures are expected to soar to 40 degrees and above in Kamiesberg municipality and the interior of the West Coast district. Now, hot to very hot and uncomfortable conditions with temperatures in the mid to high 30s are forecast for the interior of the Western Cape and the Namakwa district of the Northern Cape. All that heat leads us into the sunrise view of this hour. And Andrew Harris, I just want to say thank you so much for sending this absolutely gorgeous view of what Balita looks like this morning. I love the fact that one of our favorite provinces, I can't pick favorites right now, is definitely looking absolutely gorgeous. Good morning, KZN. Well, 25 degrees is what you can expect on your side of town, Andrew, and we wish you a beautiful Monday. And a reminder, Mzansi, to the rest of you while you're still thinking, contemplating, wiping the sleep out your eyes, this number 06303696949 is how you get in touch with your morning view. But now, though, let's get into your temperatures for the rest of this Monday.
right. We love the fact that we get introduced to two amazing people. Did you see me there trying to rack my brain after the weekend? All right, Graham. It's time to get back into focus.
With it.
Get with it. I'm sorry, it was a crazy sporting weekend, and we'll delve into that in just a moment. But we're also going to introduce you to some incredible heroes in real life. And not all heroes wear capes. Some wear uniforms, some wear aprons, or even big, warm smiles. I like that.
On. So we want you to tag someone who's just your everyday hero and tell us why they shine so bright. You can even send a picture through, send us a voice note, or send us a beautiful message on 0630369649, or you can find us at Expresso Show, and we welcome that. I think it's really important to just celebrate the everyday.
I need a bit of a cry this morning. It's been a while since I've cried. I shed a tear or two, courtesy of Laura last night. If you want to share some love about what the Proteas achieved at this Women's World Cup, please do that as well, because these things really do matter. I would imagine, the ladies are hurting this morning. They really will love a little bit of support there as well. In just a moment, we're going to get into some weekend highlights as well. So if you had a fantastic weekend, we want to see the proof, or at least the proof we're allowed to see. Hit the socials. We'll hit the socials with you on the other side of this. We'll see you now.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Laura, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm going to keep doing that. I'm sorry. I'm struggling to move past the cricket, but maybe you can help us with your weekend highlights. Maybe your weekend was just so amazing. Welcome back. It's a Monday, new week, but we've got to revel a little bit in what happened. Hey?
Just a little
How
bit,
was your
because
weekend?
it really was that good. I will also tell you that's why I have great energy this morning with the presenter hands, because I had a fantastic weekend. I was at a beauty festival. It's the most anticipated beauty festival of the year.
You were the beauty festival,
I was
girl.
the beauty festival. I changed up my hair, my outfit, and I was working with a hair care brand, so I thought I had to obviously step it up and look a particular way.
I'm going to learn to do my highlights before your highlights in future, because I think...
Am I setting the
there's-
bar too
you've
high?
I mean, come on, how many outfit changes do you have? You look exquisite.
I appreciate that, Gray. It was 2 days. The agenda was green and colours adjacent to it. And I just had a fantastic time. Donovan
look at your
Goliath,
crew,
Pally
man.
was there as well, DJ Easy, Chad Simon. We just had a fantastic time. I personally just snuck into their holding room because I was like, but this is where the cool kids are.
100%,
And
eh?
Obviously Laura as well, who was here last week too.
Yeah,
She was part of the
congrats.
beauty squad, so we got to catch up with her too. And it was just a fantastic time, man. Any excuse I have to do cool hair, to do cool makeup and dress up, like I am here for it.
And it's work, yo.
Yeah.
It's work.
It's work, but it's not work because I
No,
love it.
you showing up. I absolutely love that. Well, now my
what?
photos are going to be a damn squid. No, I had a wonderful weekend. It
Tell us
started on Friday
more.
night. We were filming with, and
Ooh.
now I want to highlight, that's my cameraman, Sammy, who was,
Yes.
when he started his journey, a driver for the show, and then very bravely pushed into sound and has very bravely now pushed into camera work. He is an absolute legend. He once got me from Lanseria to ORT in 17 minutes to catch a flight.
Shout out, Sammy.
You don't understand, okay? He has saved my life, this kid. But he is an absolute gem, and he just keeps reminding me that you can constantly learn and reinvent yourself. That's my reinvent myself
great.
smile.
I love the shirt.
Well, it was Bloom. Let's Make Africa Bloom was the Glade theme, and the
Yes.
ladies were shining. They released some amazing new products, which we'll get into over the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
But Mpumi Dwaba, Natasha Liesel. So I was like the worst looking person at the event. So it was amazing to be surrounded by powerhouse South African women.
Absolutely.
Introduced young designers that got this massive opportunity as well. It was just one of those where you're like, wow, okay, I'm one of the girls today.
Yes, I love it.
I think this Women's Month, I might have earned that T-shirt, but I understand what it means to create space around you so others can shine. We've got to get rid of this gatekeeping nonsense. It's about mentorship. It's about
Yes.
opening up those spaces so that
Agreed.
you can propel those around you. But absolutely amazing.
I love
man.
that. Also, gatekeeping is like so 2011.
Oh, for
like,
sure.
Let's leave it back there.
We be
I'm not
thriving
into
now.
it.
We be 2020 thriving. Okay?
Exactly that. Well, listen, right now it is a Monday, and it is that time of the week where we challenge your perspective and motivate you to basically reshape your reality.
Because it is in your hands. Now, real strength isn't staying silent, it's speaking up, and maybe it's asking for help.
Yeah.
Now, and I'm saying this specifically to myself and the men out there, this Men's Mental Health Month, let's step up. Let's break the silence by bringing awareness, and maybe it can start with taking a look at this.
Okay.
This guy's...
T,
Yeah.
when's the last time you cried?
Cried
Yeah.
last night.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I was talking to my friend about life.
What made you cry? Like life in a good way, or like was it more sad?
More sad, I guess.
How come?
Just about work.
It's really interesting of how I actually wanted to start this video. The idea was that I wanted to ask all my celebrity friends, when was the last time you cried? And to be honest with you, when I asked my best friend, he answered that he cried yesterday. And it took me by surprise. Genuinely, because we hang out every day and I didn't realize that he had an emotional moment the day before I asked the question. And we spoke about it. It made me realize actually that we're all going through things, and me showing you that my famous friends also go through things isn't really the biggest change that I want to talk about. We all go through something, and it doesn't really matter who you are or who you think someone is. We have our bad days and we have our good days. And this is what I want to talk about. Working with Buxton and believing in their mission of the sweat and tears of life. That could mean genuinely emotional moments that you're going through, or the sweat that you're putting yourself through in the gym, pushing your body through different limits, and they both impact each other so much. And when I'm having a bad day, the number one thing I do is go back to my controllables. And sometimes I have to find that dark space physically to find the light space mentally. Those tough days, those emotional moments can really, really be cured by some physical activity.
Sure.
And look, and the world loves it when he goes back to his controllables. He be
Dandy.
controlling them controllables. He's
not
like
mad
some
at it.
Henry Cavill supermodel young man over there, but he's dropping some truth bombs.
That's true.
And what I loved about it was the awkwardness with which gents talk about their emotions. Not all of us, I mean, some of us are big crying
Criers.
teddy bears, and that we've established, but it's because we talk about it on the show all the time.
Right.
We've opened up that door. But I like the way that they went there, and they spoke about it, and they did that. So if you're going to do anything this November, when you're asking a gent to open up, give them the license to do that.
Yeah.
Don't set it up for, okay, if you need my help, ask for my help. Ask me for help then if you need help. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, give that man the license to be a little bit vulnerable and ask for help in a way that doesn't make him feel like he's asking for help.
It's a lot of rules, but I'm
get that
definitely
right.
taking notes.
No, just start the conversation. That's the most
Agreed.
important
I think feelings
element.
are also so beautiful. I recently learned more about feelings. There's that movie about it as well, the cartoon. Is it Inside Out?
Yes. Oh,
Inside
it is
Out?
so good.
So fantastic. But you get this feelings wheel chart, and basically it kind of helps you explore emotions a lot better.
Who's controlling the chart today?
Nobody.
Sadness for me. I'm
Chaos.
sorry. Laura Volfart just took it all. She took all my serotonin out of my brain. No, I absolutely love what the ladies achieved. And yes, we're going to get into a bit of cricket and a bit of rugby after this. See you now.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Okay, I can smile a little bit. Sorry, Laura, again. But let's talk about rugger right now. The Springboks were never going to let history repeat itself. Well, they've proven that already, but they weren't going to let it happen again. And they made sure of it in style. A 61-7 hammering of Japan at Wembley put any Brighton memories firmly to bed, as Rassie Erasmus's men ran in 9 tries to tick just about every box before what will be a blockbuster meeting with France next week, and a very different prospect. Joining us to unpack the action are Adrian Enley, sports presenter at Good Hope FM, along with rugby enthusiasts Waza LaRue and Ryan Grant. We'll get there. I don't know. Rai. After the segment, we'll get there. Now, we'll be crying after the cricket, so let's enjoy the happiness while we can. From the first whistle, but we were on it. Hey?
Yeah, 100%.
Sure, this has got to be one of the, I suppose, in light of the history in this fixture, there was always a little bit of room, or was there? This is a Bok team that's fired up now.
Yeah, no, look, look, this is a very different team to the one that obviously lost against Japan in 2015. And like you said, from the start, they sort of eradicated any idea of a potential upset, which I think is always key. If you want to, like, from the beginning, make sure they sort of snuff out any idea of them getting any sort of points. They were very sort of clinical from the get-go, which you need to do, even if you have a team that could potentially upset you.
Well, that seemed to be the commentators immediately moved over to, they're going to throw this away, they're going to start loosening up, they're going to lose structure. But that inside, outside the box thing seems to be working beautifully. beautifully. Before we talk about Ox and potentially what was maybe the only dark element of this, Sasha Feinberg and Goma Zulu, maybe someone hasn't told him that there's a box that he's just playing, dude. And you want your pivotal positions to be expressing themselves like that, especially ahead of France.
Yeah. No, he's having so much fun. It looks like he's playing high school rugby again. And as I say, to step up on the big stage the way he has just been incredible to watch, I think, for majority of South Africans. Because so often at that young age, there's that period where you kind of have to grow it in the role.
You get found out at some point.
And he's shown no glimpses of weakness. I mean, his goal kicking's been fantastic, kicking out of hand, his ball carrying. Yeah, very, very impressive.
And he's fast, man. He's fast.
Proper, yeah.
How is Ox? Obviously, a moment for us that we need, and because the set pieces looked good.
For sure.
Everything looked solid in that sense, and he's a big part of that. Any word on how he's doing?
I think just like obviously reiterating on those points, like the fact that we are going 4 off 9, 1 out wide, 2 off Sasha Freiberg, it's like the pods are just looking a lot better. And obviously, like losing Ox in that depth in the pod of 4 there is going to be quite tough, whereas Rassie's obviously building this depth squad. But this quality of South African youngsters coming through is just so exciting as well.
There are 3 teams there, and it's not that there's a first and a second and a third. It's almost like who are we playing this week? How can we set them up? So how do we set up for France? Dun, dun,
Well,
dun. This is going to be a very different game.
We need to put our best foot forward, obviously. And I think Rassie spoke a lot saying that, look, he's not going to try and he's not going to rotate much for this tour. He's going to sort of try and stick to one team. And I think we definitely saw against New Zealand what our strongest team could be. Obviously now with Ox out, we're going to have to look at the likes of Gerard Steenkamp coming in. He played pretty well as Ox's during the match. So I'm not too stressed, but we're going to need that physicality. I mean, playing against France, they are very strong. In the scrum, I'm nervous. We're not going to be able to just steamroll over them like we did with Japan. It's going to have to be a different game plan we bring completely, but hopefully keeping that intensity from the get-go as well.
Because these are the kind of test matches we love, where there's nothing actually in it, but there's a lot in it. So it's almost one we're going to gift to the players. So what do we expect from this French side? Obviously, there is individual brilliance. We know the DuPonts of this world, but as a team, how do they counter how the Boks play?
Yeah, they've got a very physical forward pack, very dominant as well. So I think it's going to be a fantastic battle in the scrums, as we've mentioned. Set piece dominance as well. We've seen at the lineouts, they're also very strong. Potentially where we could target them is Malvaka. He's their hooker, or he should be starting, we don't know yet. But he's not got the best lineout throws. Very good ball carrier, very quick for a hooker. But I can potentially see our locks try and contest those
and they were up for it. Lurt, they
Yeah.
seem up for, and I like the fact that there's competition within the lock space now as well. I want to mention one name, Eben Etzebeth. I think would play this team alone if they would let him. What do you think it means for the Boks to go back there? Because there was a lot of bad blood. There's a reason why all of the South African players have left France.
Yes, to be honest with you, the thing that excites me the most, I mean, the Sia Tandas, those type of players that are showing urban strength out there now. It's not just urban out there anymore.
Exactly.
It's like, those are the exciting parts, and I think those are what we're going to need going into that France battle.
I'm going to ask you to put it out there because this is going to be probably one of, maybe we've seen the test of all tests. Okay, we're going to say this year already, but this is going to stand out in history. Give me a scoreline.
Sure. I'm going to go with my heart, which says the Springboks will win, but it will be close. I'll say by 7.
By 7, I like that.
Yeah.
Grungy test.
Yeah, putting me on the spot here. Look, they'll definitely want their revenge after that World Cup. It's going to be extremely, extremely close. I'm going to go, I think, Boks by 4.
Sure. We've just turned this into a World Cup now. We're going to make this a World Cup final 13, 12. We've got this. How do you see this one playing out? Because the Boks are playing well.
Yes. No, I mean, obviously we don't want a repeat of the last game, but to be honest with you, I am with a 1-2 pointer swinger with all these set pieces. I think it's going to come down to the set piece and who dominates that.
And we are looking good. As you said, we've got about 3 generations worth of talent just lining up in that front row. Absolutely love the mentoring that's happening within the squad. To think that we've got 2 or 3 players in almost every position, and we've got a few backline players that can play at flank. Thank you, Andre. Absolutely love the look of this team, but you can share some love. And of course, the real work now happens off the field. Thank you, Carissa.
It's a pleasure, Graham. You know I always got you. We're taking one for the team this morning. But listen, Expresso fam, it would be fantastic if you joined along with us. So fitness instructor Annalisa Salman is here, joining us as she will be taking us through a wake-up workout. On a Monday, there's nothing better than just opening your eyes and getting the body moving. So Annalisa, welcome. And thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. So what does a Monday wake-up workout look like?
You know what? After the weekend, we all need to raise our vibration and be ready for the
Agreed.
week. It's all about raising the frequency in the right way.
Beautiful. How do we do that? Where do we begin?
So we're gonna start with some warm up. So you stand tall and straight. You're gonna have to roll your shoulders back. 1, 2, 3, and then you move rolling to the front. 1, 2, 3. I want you to open up your arms. We're gonna roll our arms to the back 5 times.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And make sure you are engaged with yourself and you engage with your breathing. That's the most important thing. Now we're gonna match on the spot. It's
Okay.
either you do high jump, it's on you, or you just match on one spot.
And what should we do today? Do you want to go for the high jump?
What do you wanna do?
Knees up?
Yes.
Let's go. Let's
Okay,
go.
let's
You
go,
said
girl.
workout. Let's work out.
Don't forget to breathe and make sure your tight is core. Your legs are nice and engaged. 3, 2, and 1. You're gonna jump to the next exercise. You're gonna open up those legs, open up those hips, and let's go. You go outside, and then you bring it in.
Gotcha.
And then you alternate.
Okay. Out.
And in. And make sure the legs that you're moving, you are in control of it. You just swing it, okay? Let's go.
This is quite nice. I feel like everything is opening
2,
up a little.
yes. Your glutes are engaged, your core is nice and tight. You have control of your legs, all right? 1 more. Our next workout is squats into lunge.
Okay, cool. Show us how.
Legs straight. You go to squats, and then you lunge. You come back to squats
Nice.
again,
Okay.
and then you
The
lunge.
other leg.
Yes.
And are we going low squats?
What do you need to do? What do you feel like? Do you want
No,
to go
I'm doing
low?
what you're doing.
Okay, because we're focusing on the legs, all right? So you want to make sure you go down.
Down.
You
Okay,
hold.
quite low, low.
Yes, yes, yes. And then you come up.
And then
when
the
you come up,
lunge.
make sure you push yourself up, okay?
Push up?
Yeah. You go down, push yourself up.
up.
You give your legs the power, right? And then you lunge. You go to squats again. And
up.
then you lunge. Don't forget to
Correct.
breathe. Let's go.
Listen, if your knees are crackling, nobody's judging you.
Nobody's
This is
judging
the
you.
first movement
All
this
fitness
morning.
leaders are welcome, all right? We want to raise the vibration for the week.
100%. I hope that you're joining us, Expresso fam, wherever you find yourself this morning, at home, in a hotel room, that you're just getting your fitness on a little bit.
Then you're gonna go 1 more. You take a break. We're gonna go down to our mat. We're gonna do glute bridges, all right?
All right.
Let's go down. You're going down, you lay on your back. Make sure your back of your thigh is closer to your calf, all right? And you make sure you balance with your shoulder blades. You go up, you hold 1, 2,
All right.
you go down again.
And then what is this
you
working
push
out?
it up. It works on your bum and your glutes.
Okay,
Make sure your
nice.
tight is nice and engaged, all right? Go down, squeeze up. 1, you go up. 1, you go up. You're gonna 2 more. Make sure you're breathing. And when you go up, make sure you squeeze those glutes.
Squeeze it in.
Squeeze
We're trying to get our
those glutes.
peaches ready for
Definitely.
summer.
You go down
Nice.
and you come up.
Awesome.
Right now, we're gonna work on our arms
Okay.
and our core. So you're gonna do shoulder taps.
Okay.
Make sure your elbow is straight to your shoulder, all right?
Gonna go up?
Yes, make sure your core is tight. I don't want you to swing. I want you to be able to control your arms, right? And then you tap, and then you alternate.
Ooh.
Make sure your core is nice and tight. Let's go.
This might be the hardest one out of all of them.
Well, yeah, but you can go on your knees if you'd like to.
No, girl, we like to challenge
All right,
ourselves.
let's challenge
here.
ourselves. Let's go. Go power.
And we're ending off with this one. We wanted something to be strong. You know what I'm saying? Summer bodies are loading.
Definitely. How are you feeling?
I'm good.
Let's
I'm
go,
just
girl.
trying not to like swing side to side.
Make sure you're in control of your body so that you can feel it on your core, you can feel it on your shoulder and your arms as well.
Whew. And Lisa, you were fantastic.
There you go.
If our bodies look like this by the end of it, we're doing good, all right? Where can people catch you online so
They
that
can
they can
catch
keep
me
up
on
to date?
Instagram, Annelisa Salman, as well as on TikTok, Annelisa Salman.
Amazing. Well, Miss Salma, you've done a fantastic job today.
Thank you, girl.
We're feeling like the heart rate is up. We're
Definitely.
feeling glowing and good. We're going to take the quickest break, a water break, if it's going to be that for you. And we'll see you straight after this. Good job.
Oh, you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Okay, we gotta go there. Welcome back. Let's talk some cricket this morning. Sorry, Laura. Love you still so much. A heroic 100 from Proteas captain, fantastic Laura Wolfart, wasn't enough to complete the dream, unfortunately, as South Africa fell 52 runs short against India in the World Cup final in Mumbai yesterday. The skipper's second straight century gave her side some real hope in a tense chase. Well, we'll call it South African hope. But India's depth and their all-round quality ultimately proving too strong. Still, it did cap off a campaign that reminded everyone just how competitive this Proteas team has become on the world stage. Amazing. Joining us to unpack that final cry a little bit with us and what it means moving forward is cricket enthusiast Waza LaRue. We spoke a little bit of rugby, so at least we got some serotonin in our brain. Let's just let the tears wash over us.
We're happier now.
Oh, man, so many moments in a final. So it was a great final. Before we talk about the Proteas performance, just as a spectacle for the final of this World Cup, you got to be impressed. Big runs, big moments, a couple of drops, just everything you want.
It was fantastic, especially for women's sports. I thought it was so nice to have a completely sold-out stadium. Every viewer was on the edge of their seats. I had a lot of hope, for one. I think we all did, especially when we won the toss, you know. My dream came true of us chasing, and I thought when we did it 2 weeks ago.
And we spoke about this. Be bold, back yourselves and go for it. We've got the batting depth. We've proven that. I love the way that when Nadine was in there with 50 to get off 2 balls or whatever it was at the end, I was still believing. I was still believing. So where did it go wrong? Because we know this Indian side can score. They were always going to post a lot. Where did we drop the ball, so to speak?
Yeah, look, it was definitely a batting pitch. I thought that they got off to an extremely fast start. In the first 20, I mean, they didn't even lose a wicket until after 110 runs. So you almost felt like if we got an early wicket, there might have been a way in.
A bit more of an edge, yeah.
And we were always second best, let's be honest, on the day. I don't think at any point in that game we thought we were well ahead of it, where maybe we stood a chance, but we're never ahead of the game. And again, I thought we did well. They were looking at about making 320 at least. We narrowed it down to about 300. So I think we maybe walked off with our tails wagging a bit. But yeah, I think we just needed a bit more support up front. Laura obviously carried
Just
the team
phenomenal,
brilliantly.
yeah.
But our top order maybe just didn't score as many as we needed. Because we saw in the warm-up games, especially against Pakistan, whenever we got 300 plus, we always had a lot of runs coming from Tasman Brits, from our top 4 or 5, and it just wasn't there on the day. Laura was the only one who
And
really stood up.
unfair then to have that resting on a Nadine de Klerk or someone's shoulders.
Yeah.
I think we wanted Marizanne Cup to stand up in this final because she stood up for us in this World Cup. We talk about her for a moment and what this means for her career, because she ain't going. And she has made that a statement, which is fantastic.
She did. She did announce fairly recently that she's not looking at retiring. She's 35 now. But I mean, she'll leave such a void if she had to depart this team now. And I think the main thing in the next 4 years, if we can retain a lot of these players with what they've achieved, making this World Cup final the first they've ever been, it's going to be incredible for us going forward if we can just hang on to a lot of these players. She's absolutely crucial towards the leadership group within the team.
Very much
And the
so.
experience that she brings towards it.
And I'm thinking she's probably just a commodity now in the shortest format of the game with her death bowling, the way that she can control an innings, her explosive batting.
Yeah.
She's probably prime property at the moment in the shorter format. For the South African woman, this is an opportunity. They've been on the world stage now. We know the women's game has lit up in the T20 space when you think of the big bashes and what's happening. What does this mean for the Proteas moving forward? Getting this validation, a World Cup final against an Indian side that is, I think, the best in the world. They've proven it, but they've been earning this right for a while now.
Look, it can only work towards our benefit going forward. I can see a lot of our players getting bigger contracts now.
Money.
Yeah, well, great money as well. But I mean, they'll be playing all over the world. So they'll adapt a lot easier to certain conditions, like playing in India. A lot of them, it would have been their first time. Obviously, our more experienced players would have played in India, like Marizanne Cap and Laura Wolfart. But I mean, so many other players I thought in the team stood up. We saw Malaba bowl extremely well throughout the tournament. I mean, Marizanne Cap goes without saying, with the bat and ball, she's so reliable.
Oh, I'm just looking at Laura's face. I mean, I would have loved to have heard what that coaching team said in that dressing room, or if anything needed to be said, because the ladies really stood up for each other in critical moments. And there were some failures, yes, but I love the way we bounced back, for instance, from the England defeat early on, to go back and beat them in such an emphatic style. You've got to be proud to be South African in moments like this, but it also feels like we keep doing women's sport, in particular cricket, a favour by showing what you can achieve. So hopefully we're going to see a lot of South Africans and everyone else at the airport when the ladies return home. But you've got to doff your caps to India. Absolutely sublime. They earned the right to be world champions. We've earned the right to shed a tear or two. Waza, I'm going to miss you, man.
Graham, it's been a pleasure. I've absolutely loved my time here.
Hopefully we won't be crying over the rugby that we talk about at the end of this week. But thank you so much, my brother. And to everyone else who's informed this incredible Proteas journey, well done, ladies. Laura, I'm sorry. We love you.
You know what? We celebrate them regardless. Shed a tear, but also raise a glass, because right now it's time to take your taste buds on a trip to the vibrant streets of Istanbul with these Turkish lamb koftas with mint yogurt sauce, but also we're going to add some pomegranates in it too. It is juicy, spiced lamb skewers that are grilled to perfection and then topped with a cool, creamy mint yogurt sauce. Now, also, it's going to be jeweled with bursts of sweet pomegranate, which is huge out in Turkey, and a sprinkle of fresh herbs. It really is a tantalizing dish. You can use lamb or you can use mince. I'm hoping you're okay with mince today. Yeah, why not?
Down with it.
Okay, perfect.
You gave a very kind of dramatic and colourful description of what we're making, so
because it's going to taste dramatic and colourful. We're making a doner, essentially, or a kebab, and that's going to come on these sticks over here, and then we'll cook them up. So we've got some mince.
Nice.
We've got a bit of heat, so some chili flakes.
Very nice.
Some ground coriander.
Okay.
Some seasoning. I don't know if we need all of this. Okay, just a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper.
See, you are pausing to think now, which is
I'm
quite it's quite a shift in the kitchen for you. Normally you'd be like,
they told me, they called me aside. They said, Carissa, you can no longer be destroying our kitchen.
Somebody's got to get hurt in the kitchen, man.
We've got some ground up garlic as well as some onion. And then essentially you just mix that together.
And
really, are your hands clean, Gray?
Finely chopped. Are my hands clean? I'm going to wash them right now as a So obviously during times when the bugs are in and around the world, we go back into heavy sanitization in our studio. We are all about that.
You can never wash your hands too many times.
Oh, this smells lovely.
And especially with the fact that we're going to get very involved with our kebab or our donut today. So once that's all nicely incorporated, you basically take your stick,
and you wrap it.
grab some, and then you just squeeze it on till
Very
about the
exciting.
halfway mark.
I was thinking, how am I going to get this onto the skewer? But I can understand. Okay.
I'm going to just put you to work here. Okay.
All right, can I...
The onions are a little bit juicy, but I think that's just going to add to the juiciness of the recipe.
Can I steal a thing? Sorry. I almost had to steal one.
Was I gatekeeping?
You were gatekeeping the food again. Has anyone else see this happen on the show? I was going to say, obviously you want to make it, the bits of the vegetables quite small.
Yes.
So that you don't get too much moisture release, yeah?
Yeah, exactly. You could even drain out the onions if you'd like to, but I do think it's going to add some.
How big are you making your...
Like that much.
Okay, wow.
I think that's good. Oh, and then the last step is to just, add some oil on, and then we put it on.
As always, I feel like I've gone overboard.
No, I think that's great. Just push it to the end, and then
Okay.
you'll be good so that we can actually pick up the skewer.
Keep it together.
Yes, keep it together, Gray. Okay, let's wash
Why
off
am
the
I so
mince.
nervous?
Don't be nervous, be confident.
I feel like...
Be strong and wrong. Okay.
Are you ready,
Throw
little
it in
guy?
there.
Are you ready, little guy? Oh, I didn't brush it with the oil.
Perfected.
Wah! Look at that.
Go back. Okay, but our grill pan has been sprayed with something.
Okay, thanks for
And
that.
then, of course, you need something cooling to go along with this. So we've got some plain yogurt, and we're going to make a mint sauce. Graham, yours looks much better than mine.
I have a feeling it's just going to open up and release the stick in a moment, but we live and learn, because you've got to try things and
You
experiment,
do.
otherwise you don't learn in the kitchen, okay?
So this is mint, fresh mint. You could probably use dried mint if you wanted. We'll add some olive oil. We'll add some lemon juice.
Was
and
I
we'll add
supposed to be
some
on
seasoning.
that station and you just swapped out just to put me with the...
I was
We're not
done
even
touching
using
raw
proper
meat.
skewers, we're using chopsticks, yeah. I think, no, I like the chopsticks for that, hey?
Yeah, the
They're
thing
a bit
is,
more robust.
They are, and with skewers, you have to still put them in water so that they don't catch a light. Like, it was going to be a whole process. I think this is good.
Okay.
The question is, can you turn it? You know what? I'm going to leave that to you to do.
You got to wait for it to caramelize.
You
Isn't that the rule? These are going to break, I have a feeling, but
Squeeze it, Gray. Squeeze it on.
yeah. Whoa. I just feel
Nice.
like I'm releasing too much moisture there. You can do it.
I think we did it. Oh,
You can do it.
wow. Look at that.
Oh, I didn't wait for it to caramelize.
That's all right. This one looks fantastic.
Your one.
My one looks great. I can't say anything
Oh, my
about
little
yours.
friend.
Turn it,
Maybe
turn
we
it.
could... Oh, there we
Little
go.
bit?
Okay, I didn't let it caramelize enough.
Okay, it's fine.
And that we were given that advice when cooking meat or cooking anything, give it time to caramelize and lift off the braai grill, off the griddle pan, off the pan itself. There's something
Exactly.
about the caramelization that creates a nice little kind of hard layer.
Yeah,
that-
love her, leave her alone. Let her
Exactly.
do its thing. And like I said, you could use beef mince or you could use lamb mince, and it would taste just as good. But the lamb has that fattiness.
Yeah, the
along
lamb with
with,
that.
Oh. And then you top it off with some pomegranates, and then, of course, serve it with pizza that you've also grilled.
And you just put in Peter.
Eat it. Okay.
Yummy, yummy, yummy.
We can move on to the taste test.
I'm going to turn you down a little bit.
And
And I
this is
suppose-
exactly how you serve it. It looks absolutely gorgeous. Lemon to cut through all the fat as well. And then you throw
Okay.
some pomegranates, which is huge in Turkey, or Türkiye.
All right.
Ooh, fantastic.
So this one, we might have been a bit
It
gung-ho.
refuses.
He just doesn't want to let go, okay?
Well,
There
if
we
you'd
go.
like to cook a bit better than us right now, the QR code is on your screen. Scan it with your phone's camera, and it will take you to the recipe tab. And you could have a culinary exploration of Türkiye without even leaving your house.
Once you've got a nice crisp, I'm going to say, turn it off because it's cements and
It
it's
is
going to cook through, and that latent heat is going to keep cooking through there.
Mm-hmm.
I was a little bit worried about the moisture content, but it's actually done quite well. If you're using a hot griddle pan, you're going to burn off quite a lot of it. It didn't completely split.
Yep.
Maybe you want to
But
go
look how
slightly
fantastic these
smaller
look.
with yours. All right, should we give these miniature
Yes.
skewers?
This looks so much better. Okay, so a little bit of the yogurt sauce, a pomegranate for the burst of sweetness.
Yeah. Oh, come on, don't hide from me, pomegranate. Okay, I'm going to have to go back for a pomegranate.
Wow. That is fantastic.
Ooh,
The flavor,
and the little pomegranate, the little jewels.
oh,
They give you a burst of freshness. That is delicious.
That is fantastic. Please do yourself a favor. Get your kebab on and head to that recipe tab. It's quick and easy. Maybe not for a meat-free Monday, but no one's judging. You can have this tonight, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, every day of the week.
Beautiful protein.
I like that. All right, we'll take a quick short break and we'll see you straight after this.
And yes, a bit of heat, eh?
One more bite.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
It is your
Welcome
Feel Good
back.
Breakfast show. Welcome back.
How much kebab do you have in your
So
teeth
much
right now?
kebab.
I've got kebab all over my face. It was absolutely delicious. So head over to the socials, go and head over to our website, go and scan QR code, cook along. But right now, let's have a little bit of fun and spill the tea. In today's What's Trending on TikTok, we are talking about a moment that stopped South Africa quite literally in its tracks.
It's true, now listen, what began as a simple traffic stop, which some of us have experienced, turned into a heartwarming duet that's now gone absolutely viral for all the right reasons, though. And we've brought the virality into studio right now. We've got our singer in our midst, and look how good he looks too, Nkosisizi Ndaba. And listen, he's bringing the news, all right? A traffic officer shared an impromptu performance that had the whole country smiling, and just a beautiful reminder of humility, respect, and I think just that spirit of Ubuntu.
Oh, so let's relive it before we connect right now. Take a look at the moment that gave, well, everyone goosebumps.
Oh, and the vocals too.
Well,
that was incredible.
I want to say we tracked you down, but that sounds a bit dangerous when the police are involved. We are ready. My brother, I'm so glad that you arrived in the correct attire. Can we get a round of applause for the performance that has echoed across the world?
Woo-hoo!
Oh, buddy, welcome.
So welcome.
Thank you so much, Mr. Trev, Miss Charisma. Thank you for having me on the show.
Oh,
It's
such a
crazy
pleasure.
to connect with you now, man. Talk us through that moment. Why did you start singing?
All right. If I could just remember correctly, we were rushing in Tipkloof because we were at the studio, me and a brother of mine called Stacey Morrison. He's not from here, he's from the US. So now we needed to go to Soweto to fetch something. So now when we turned off, now there's an off-ramp when you get into what you call Tipkloof.
Yeah.
Cops are there. And he started saying, I said, Stace, what's wrong now? I don't have my passport. I left my license in the house. I'm like, yo, bro, we are in deep trouble right now. As we were talking about that, they already pointed the Range Rover. Said,
That's the
aside.
one.
They started asking for, because they're doing their job.
Yeah.
You must know that they're working.
Of course.
And we gotta abide. So now it went on and on, and then because now she didn't stop us. a male traffic officer stopped us, and then they talked. They said, "I'm going to come back." Then then Miss Promise came back with another lady. Now they were coming back to write now.
Ish.
I was like, you know what, Stacey, we need to do something, bro.
All is not lost.
Yo, we need to do something, yes, Stacey. And I just got out of the car. I said, Chubby, can you kindly take a video of this? I just want to try my best. Because
Prince Charming.
I want to try my best and see if I fail, I fail, but I want to try my best. And I just went out and I started singing for her.
Oh.
I didn't even know that this thing was going to trend.
No,
I sang from my heart.
Mamso came through with those pipes, with the vocals. Wow.
God knows, God is my witness. I sang from my heart because I wanted, her to reduce, because I understand if you don't have the right document in South Africa.
Yeah.
I mean, we still have good cops who still work.
Of course.
We still have good cops who still take their job seriously.
Yes.
So now I had to get out of the car and try to apologize. At least, Mama, I'm not saying don't
Just take
write
responsibility,
Just a little bit, Mama, because we're at the studio preparing some good music for you. And I started singing, not even knowing that she sings.
Yeah.
And then she reduced it by God's grace from 2.5 to 500 rand. That's a blessing.
Amen.
And then now we had to bring her to the studio. So, you know, because now TikTok is demanding this track.
Of course.
Come to the studio, let's record this. The track is finished.
No, stop it. So you're telling us we're getting the viral hit.
Do you have a dance yet for the song?
There's Mamso and you. Come on, Mamso.
See, the track is finished now. It's dropping on the 14th.
Listen, you are changing this woman's life.
What was she like in studio? What was the experience like for her?
At first, she was a little bit nervous because now I had to find out her background. She used to sing at church.
Wow.
So now I'm saying she's never been in a studio. She's never written anything. So I said, don't worry, I'll write everything for you. Because now South Africa wants this. I need you to be at the studio. Because I had to track it down myself.
Yeah.
See? So now she
You
came
had
to
to
the
put on
studio.
your police.
It normally works the other way around, where the detectives come after you, but you've got to go.
Mr. Dram,
That's beautiful,
It was a
brother.
beautiful experience. It was fun. The track is finished. It's dropping on the 14th.
14th of November?
Yes.
Oh my, okay, so now we're gonna have to have you guys both perform on your Feel Good Breakfast show.
Yes.
2 weeks from now, brace yourselves.
Not on the side of the road next to a roadblock, please. Yeah.
No.
Appreciate that.
And so can I ask you that, how did you feel about the reaction and response from South Africa?
I'm going to be honest with you. I did not expect this to trend.
Yeah.
It is. I know people will say musicians, they're looking for a stunt or whatever the case may be.
For sure, yeah.
I wasn't expecting for this to trend. I just took a video, like, Chubby, take a video. I want to
Shoot my
capture
shot.
this. I want to see whether the voice still works. And then when I posted it on TikTok, it just went to 1.3 million within 2 days. I said, you know what, now, because now I just released an album. I said, I put a pause on my album. Let's focus on this track. Because that's what South Africa wants.
Oh, man, I love it. It is, without a doubt, the most South African story I think we've covered all year, my brother. Absolutely love it. I love the fact that we are still connecting over things that matter in this way. And we don't forget that there's a person behind the badge. There's a person behind the wheel.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for reminding us, my friend. You have just recorded music yourself.
Yes, sir.
Is that an album out? Can we expect something from you?
Oh, I've already dropped an album on the 27th of September. It's titled Ingwate Ngane.
Booyah.
And then now this track, I've just posted my album, but it's still out there. It's across all DSPs.
Okay, amazing.
Now I'm focusing on this track because now South Africa wants this track.
Oh,
so it's
and you will-
dropping. Plus, we're shooting a video this coming week
I
on
love
Friday.
the video too.
A big company just approached us, said, "Nto, we want to shoot
It's
a video
time.
for you."
Oh,
And what's the
man.
price to pay? They said, "We're doing it for you."
Oh, I love this.
God is good. Then
God
let's do it.
is
All the
good, and this
time.
is South Africa. I'm going to ask you to put your grown-up hat on.
Okay,
and,
if I have to.
Toddle off. She is going to be getting into our news headlines in just a moment. But if you want to understand South Africa, this will explain it to you in 30 seconds. Take a look. Oh, man, that's got to give you a buzz every time you see it, man. Absolutely love it. Thank you so much for joining us. Look forward to having you in studio to perform the song. Original music out now. But that's got to just remind you that behind the badge, yes, behind the wheel, behind all of these masks that we wear, we are just real human beings. So thank you so much for reminding us of that.
Thank you for being on the show, my brother. Thank you so much.
Oh, absolutely love it. Well, that's a perfect prelude to get into those news and sporting headlines, and then we'll delve into the second hour of the show.
Oh, the 14th of November couldn't come quicker, but we'll do our part by making the time go faster. With your national news headlines at 7 o'clock. Well, the University of the Free State has launched a giraffe research centre at Amanzi Private Game Reserve, and that's to study and protect giraffes facing extinction across Africa. Leading the initiative, Professor Francois Deacon, and a team of 64 local and international students are gathering the first comprehensive data on giraffe populations, including South Africa's estimated 30,000 stronghold. Now, the program highlights the interconnection between humans, animals, and ecosystems, aiming to preserve the species for future generations while providing a blueprint for broader wildlife conservation efforts. In other news in the country, lawmakers have urged the National Assembly to ban gambling adverts on digital platforms and billboards, warning that online betting is rapidly becoming a national pandemic. Now, the National Gambling Board's 2024-25 report shows South Africans spend 1.5 trillion rand on gambling, while just 74 million rand was allocated to rehabilitation, far less than the 2.6 billion rand spent on marketing. Now, concerns were raised about pervasive advertising targeting young people and normalizing gambling. Following a Supreme Court of Appeal ruling restricting online casino-styled games, Parliament faces pressure to act to protect families as well as communities. In your international news-making headlines, the Philippines and Canada have signed a landmark defense agreement allowing troop deployments and joint training in each other's territories. Now, Canada's first such pact in the Indo-Pacific. The move strengthens Manila's security alliances amid growing tensions with China over the disputed South China Sea. Now, officials say the partnership will boost maritime cooperation, regional stability, and humanitarian readiness, reflecting a widening network of Western allies seeking to counter Beijing's expanding military presence in Asia. Meanwhile, U.S. President Donald Trump has threatened to launch military action against Nigeria, accusing its government of allowing the killing of Christians. Now, he vowed to halt all aid and ordered the Pentagon, now dubbed the Department of War, to prepare for possible strike, calling any attack, quote, fast, vicious, and sweet, end quote. Nigerian President Bola Ahmed Tinubu dismissed the allegations, saying the country protects all faiths under its constitution. Now, analysts note most terror victims are actually Muslims in Nigeria's conflict-scarred northern regions. And closing up with this story, just saying, move on over. Rapunzel Rudolph Martino of Alabama in the U.S. has a claim to fame all on his own. His natural beard locks stretch an astonishing 1.6 meters, earning him a Guinness World Record. Now, he's been nurturing the locks for over a decade, letting them grow as long as his dreadlocks for a truly legendary look. Now, daily moisturizing, bi-weekly washes, and 2 to 3 day drying marathons keep the beard in shape. And for Martino, it's not just a beard. Now, it's a personal statement, a spiritual journey, and a conversation starter, and definitely a firm statement of identity. And here I was thinking it was Movember, but let the beard keep on growing. That's where we leave your 7 o'clock news. It's time now for your sporting headlines.
No glib jokes this morning. I think all of us are feeling the hurt. Let's start with the cricket. A heroic century from captain, fantastic Laura Wolfart, just wasn't enough as the Proteas fell to a 52-run defeat to India in the 50-over World Cup final in Mumbai yesterday. So Wolfart's sublime, and it really was. 101 followed her semi-final turn, of course, against England. But India's Deepti Sharma stole the show with 5 for 39 and crunch moments as well to seal that victory and the title for the hosts. Thoroughly deserved. Now let's get into rugby as South Africa emphatically buried memories of the 2015 Brighton upset with a dominant 61-7 victory over Japan at Wembley, comprehensive in every way. Sasha Feinberg and Ngomazulu and Kurtley Arnser crossing the whitewash twice as the Boks ran in 9 tries. Captain Siya Kolisi was also in sublime form, crossing early, while Andre Esterhuizen and Jesse Creel added late scores. So the win setting up a blockbuster clash with France in Paris next weekend. There is a lot in that that one. Now we get back into some English footy as Mohamed Salah netted his 250th Liverpool goal in their 2-0 win over Aston Villa to end the Reds' 4-game losing streak, most importantly. Then Arsenal, they stayed 7 points clear at the top of the Premier League tables. Victor Gyökeres and Declan Rice sealed that 2-0 victory at Burnley. Meanwhile, Amad Diallo's stunning late volley earned Man United a 2-2 draw at Nottingham Forest. They really are playing a different kind of football now. Now, speaking of which, we just couldn't find a winner yet again. Let's get back into local derby action as Mamelodi Sundowns and Orlando Pirates played out to a third successive 1-1 draw. That was in their Betway Premiership clash over the weekend, with coach Miguel Cardoso calling it, quote, fair between two very evenly matched sides at the moment. Bodes well for the season. Then Amazulu, they climbed to fifth after Hendrik Ekstien's brace sealed a 3-0 win over a struggling Chippa United, while Orbit College continued to punch big. They beat Magesi 3-1 for back-to-back league victories there as well. Congratulations. But that's where we leave our sport for now. Once again, Laura, I'm sorry, you're amazing. We'll delve into those sporting headlines at around 8 o'clock. Let's catch up on the roads.
Let's see your roads for the final time. Out in Gauteng in East Rand. Now, there's been an accident on the N3 northbound at Modderfontein Road, with 3 lanes currently closed. Now, do expect some delays as traffic is slowly backing up through the affected area. If you can, consider an alternate route and give yourself a little extra time this morning as you head on out. Sitting in Gauteng but heading over to Linwood, a stationary vehicle is reported on the N1 southbound just after the Proefplaas interchange. Now, the left lane is closed, but traffic is flowing smoothly. So please drive with care through the area and listen wherever you're headed this morning, Mzansi. Remember to arrive alive and, of course, stay safe on the roads. That's where we leave your roads. Let's check in with your weather. The South African Weather Service has issued a warning for extremely high fire danger conditions, and that's across parts of the Northern Cape, Northern Western Cape, and Interior Eastern Cape. Now, daytime temperatures are expected to soar to 40 degrees and above in Kamiesberg municipality and the interior of the West Coast district. Now, hot to very hot and uncomfortable conditions with temperatures in the mid to high 30s are forecast for the interior of the Western Cape and the Namakwa district of the Northern Cape. Let's check in again with our sunrise view of this hour. Earlier on, we saw what Belito looks like. Let's see what Pretoria's giving. And Richard, thank you so much for this beautifully symmetrical view of what your morning is looking like today. The sun just being the hero of it all, being surrounded by beautiful nature. 23 degrees is what you will be rewarded with on your side of town. And if you are in Pretoria, a very big good morning to you. And this number 063-0369649, another heads up to send your morning view as we delve into your temperatures for today.
Did you win Powerball or the Lotto this weekend?
No, I did not. Did you?
No.
At least a £5.
No, you will know. You will know.
There will be
I
signs.
normally take the £5. I'm sorry if I took £5 from you this weekend. No, I didn't win. But maybe you could win today. In fact, if you do play today, you have twice the chance to win. Play your daily lotto for an estimated 400,000 rand sitting in that jackpot. Then our new daily lotto plus has an estimated 150,000 rand.
Nice. Thank you so much. And you have to throw it as well. So what are you waiting for? Buy your tickets now in store. There's a website, nationallottery.co.za. There's so many options, a mobile app, cell phone banking, or just dial these numbers, star 120, star 7529 hash for USSD.
And then follow the prompts. You've got to still do that. And we'll keep all the deets on the Expresso socials so we can coach you through that part of the process. So you can just punt, push, or play your daily lotto for an estimated 400,000 Rand. A new daily lotto plus for an estimated 150,000 Rand today.
You spoil us.
Oh, you really do. No, I'm nervous. Can you feel the nervousness in my voice, the trepidation? Yeah, I'm literally shaking in my boots if I had boots on right now. I will have boots on in a moment, I think, because I'm going to find out what it takes to be tough. Oof. The toughest in the land. In fact, our firefighters, that's what tough looks like. They are so ready. We're just waiting for something to go wrong in studio. And then they've fixed cameras already. They've got the roof up. It's amazing. No, they've got a day off and they are here to connect over being the toughest people in the land.
Well, I'm very excited for that conversation. And then a chance to win when it comes to the Hyundai i10. Yes, we are wanting to give away. So please stick around for all of those details. We'll see you now.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, you can see by the size of my smile right now how excited I am. This is why I love this job. A little bit earlier in October, firefighters from across South Africa met in George for the 10th toughest firefighter alive competition. It is crazy. This 3-day event ran from the 9th to the 11th of October and tested real fire ground skills in full gear. It's a lot of gear. Our City of Cape Town team delivered. Tobeka Sanatse and Begum Abrams finished as joint female overall winners, with Timothy Milan also turning in an unbelievably strong performance. And today we're going to look back at what the course demanded, which events stood out, and what this means for us, for public safety. But can we get a massive round of applause? You are tough, man. Can you please try and look tougher? Guys, we crossed you just now. You look like 3 cartoon characters having a little party, okay? But I love that because you're real people, and we forget that you're real people who have turned your bodies into a tool of service to keep the rest of us safe. So thank you so much for doing what you do every day, and well done. Tobeka, maybe I can ask you to explain to us what this event is actually all about. How do you feel now that the world knows you're as tough as you know you are, presumably?
I'm very happy, I must say that. I'm very happy and excited. TFA competition is a real challenging, demanding, mental, physical challenge that stimulate the real life firefighting scenario. Yes. And then that determines the fittest and the most resilient firefighter.
I'm looking at your arms. So I had the great, I'm sorry to say that, I'm literally just sitting staring at your arms. Can you flex a bicep for us there? Just Oh, I love this job so much. It is the most humbling job on the planet, which I love. Yeah. But there's something that you said there. It's real. And this is the thing, when you get thrown into these situations, if you haven't been prepared like this, life gets very big very quickly, I would imagine. Why is it so important that you have these kind of simulations?
Well, it just kind of gets you more comfortable in your fire gear. Because if you don't train in it or actually push yourself to the limit in your fire gear, when you're actually at a call, you don't want your fitness or your fatigue to be a limitation, because you want your mind on the actual job. So training for this actually helps a lot, gets you more comfortable.
Because you've always got adrenaline in everything that you're doing. I've played in your spaces before, so you're always pumped. And you've got your brothers and your sisters around you, but you forget that it's the back end of that. Your body's going to have to survive all of this that you're putting it through to get this kind of validation, because I know you're big on encouraging each other and you prove your worth every day. So it's not like you need someone to come and tell you how tough you are, but it is cool when someone comes and tells you how tough. What did it mean to you personally to win this overall joint winner award?
Again, when I'm honest, it's for me personally, it's not really about winning or being the best at the TFA. It's honestly just about doing my best. Each competition, each season, each year is completely different. I'm tested each year differently, mentally, physically, and I think winning it is just maybe a byproduct of one's performance and preparation. But honestly, I feel like each competitor that pitched up and showed up on that day is a winner. And also, it's not your biggest competitor isn't Senatsi, isn't him. It's basically yourself. Exactly,
it's
you know.
Because you got to wake up with you every day.
Yes. Yeah. And what was brilliant is Senatsi and myself, we actually got our personal best times at these competitions. So we beat ourselves. So as long as you're going out there and beating yourself, each competitor who returned stronger as a stronger version as they please yourself is a winner.
And then we get this beautiful internal competition that starts out, hence the size of those arms. What do you say to yourself in those moments? Do you even have to say anything to yourself anymore? Does your body just know, I've got to go?
What you have to do before you go into each and every stage, you have to visualize the stage and do a mental rehearsal, and then prepare yourself mentally for the next stage. Draw on peer support.
Yes.
When you are going, tell yourself that they are watching me. Even the spectators are watching me. So I mustn't stop now. They keep on pushing you.
Oh, I love that, because now we're in season. And we get a season in our industry, but it doesn't look like your season. We might be sweating a little bit, but it's not for the same reasons that you are. So to have the team together, to have the culture being lived like this, how important is it? What are you guys expecting moving forward after, obviously, a wonderful moment together for yourselves? Now it's back to the job.
Well, I think after this competition, I think a lot of people in the service are going to join again. I know from my training group, everyone's been messaging me, asking me how to join. So I think it just,
that's brilliant.
The culture is going to maybe get stronger, because I think our community got very tight at the TFA, and I think it's just going to get stronger after that.
It's a
because
tribe,
more people
yeah.
are going to join, and then obviously iron sharpens iron, so the competition's going to get more tough.
You see, you almost sounded tough there when you said iron sharpens iron.
Almost,
You were
yeah.
almost, and then I looked at her arm again and I was like, ah, that's lost. How do you train? How do you get to this level of fitness? I know the job kind of demands it, but what does that mean? How do you get yourself to this point? Is it this? Is it the body?
It's definitely, I don't put the traditional expectation of that, but it definitely is holistically, mentally, and physically one has to prepare. It's firefighters' responsibility to keep fit. Not only is the community's lives depending on it, but our own as well.
I love that. I think, and proudly going to scream this from the rooftops. Underpinning all of this isn't athletic success. It isn't a badge of honor. It isn't a medal. It's our lives saved. That's the bottom line. I'm speaking slowly because I'm terrified, because I'm going to have to put some gear on and actually do some things. No, I cannot wait to just get a little taste of how tough they actually are. But can I get one last round of applause? Or maybe one more round of applause for the toughest in the land. Well done.
Yes.
Absolutely love you guys. Well done.
You can hear the applause roaring through the land. I love that. Well, listen, speaking about the land, here in Mzansi, building something great often starts with one small step, a dream, a plan, and a whole lot of determination at the end of the day. So for 40 years, Build It has stood beside South Africans every single step of the way, helping them create stronger homes, grow thriving businesses, and of course, build communities that stand tall together. Now, to celebrate 4 decades of building better, Build It is giving back in true South African style by giving you the chance to win one of 14 brand new Hyundai Grand i10s. It's just a celebration of the same passion, grit, and a can-do spirit that they've been building our nation. One brick at a time, in fact, no matter how big the challenge.
You only made one mistake. You've got to say it grand.
Oh,
okay, you've got to have
grand.
grand when you're saying grand. Okay, because they are beautiful little cars, and they pack a punch. And we want to hear from you guys about one of those moments in your life that you had to maybe tap into that same yes we can spirit to punch above your weight class, to do something special, get something done. And please head over to the Expresso social pages to share with us.
Yeah, do you have a moment? Is it an everyday thing for you?
Every day.
I was going to say the same.
Every day. No, I think that becomes my currency because we live in a world of big things and big moments. You're constantly having to conquer that peak.
up.
But I mean, you've had the last couple of years have been that part of your career.
And honestly, it is just about daily showing up, saying, yes, you can, yes, you can, yes, you can. That eventually it's a muscle that just feels used to being worked. Do you know what I
so
mean?
as long as you're feeling a little uncertain about what's ahead of you and a little bit terrified, okay, you know you're in the
right
lane.
place.
I like that. I like that.
Well, continue commenting and let us know what your yes, we can moment is. We would love to get inspired, especially on this Monday.
And you can get ready to drive into that next chapter in style. So how you do it? Simply spend 500 Rand or more at any participating Build It store. It's easy to do that, trust me. You've got to scan the QR code in store to enter via WhatsApp, or you can use the USSD code found on your till slip. And for more details, you can just head over to buildit.co.za or follow at BuildItSA, and that's on Facebook, and at BuildIt_YesWeCan on Instagram.
Come on now, because when it comes to building your dreams, yes, you can. The competition closes on the 31st of December, so you have some time, and T's and C's, of course, can be found online.
Why better? Better is harder. It takes more effort. Better is what you leave behind.
We've just shifted a little bit because guess who's in the building? Liam Cove is officially back, and we can't wait to hear a little bit more about how he's just gone from strength to strength to strength. My goodness. And I'm not just talking about his height. We're definitely going to get into the musical talent of this incredibly good young star straight after this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, Begum and Timothy are bringing me their toys. Welcome back. They are some of the toughest, well, people alive, I would imagine. And you would have known that if I'd called them firefighters, because we know what it takes to do it and not break when you're in a very tense and hectic situation. Adrenaline is pumping and you're pushing your body to the limit and people are relying on you. And before the break, we unpacked the toughest firefighter alive 2025 in George. What it tested and how Sanatse, Begum and Timothy got it done, and the ladies taking top honours, joint winners there. Now here in studio, they brought a whole lot of their toys to just show me firsthand, and I have dabbled a little in this place. In fact, a lot of us have, but it is amazing to see how many dynamic body movements are brought to bear when you operate as a firefighter. And we've seen our firefighters in recent years become some of the fittest. If you have watched a Cape Town carnival, I think their float is one of the best because of the bodies that underpin 30 kilograms of equipment running into these crazy situations. There are so many elements here that might inspire you to get out there, get physical, and hopefully appreciate what firefighters do on a completely different level. And I think what I've loved about this is we think of their job as being just for us. We forget how they've got to show up for each other. And the peer-to-peer motivation is born out of these real-time tests. So they get tested literally in the crucible where they've got to deliver against the best in the land, but all of this is actually practicing to get into the fire and save lives. So if you're a young person thinking, maybe I can do this, maybe I've got the mettle, maybe I am tough enough, you can possibly test yourself on some of the fun things that we're going to be doing today. And obviously we've got Sanatse in studio to help us do this. We saw the guns a little bit earlier. If you're wondering how she was able to build on that, she will show us exactly how this happens today. So we're going to be demonstrating some of the kinds of things that you would encounter in a real-time situation. And I hope you are ready to take a very deep, deep breath. As Timothy steps in, I noticed you take a deep breath and do some push-ups. I'm sorry I made you feel insecure about Sanatse's arms, but you've got to work with her every single day. So, buddy, you brought some of the coolest toys. We don't have a huge amount of time, but I think we can have some fun. So talk us through what we're gonna do and demonstrate.
Yeah, so what we're going to do basically is just some elements of the TFA competition.
Whoa.
So what Tobeka and Begum are going to bring now is the Kaiser machine.
Okay.
So this is basically where you hit the red blocky from one side to the other side.
Oh, wow.
That's
and the
only
name
beginning.
doesn't sound intimidating at all. Okay, so I would just love to just smash it because I've got a lot of frustrations. Okay, so what technique am I looking for here? What is the goal?
Yeah, so in the competition, you'll start at the back, obviously.
Okay.
And then you'll be in full fire gear with a set on, tag in, and then you'll basically watch your footing as you get up, and you'll get ready, grab the hammer,
okay,
and then basically just whack it.
Just whack it?
All the way to the end, yeah. Short strokes at the bottom of the base of the block.
Okay, well, I'll start at the back. Do you picture anyone in particular? Dun, dun, dun,
no.
Dun, dun. Only at the end of. Okay, that's quite.
So short strokes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you must hit quite hard.
Gee whiz, hey? How much does this thing weigh?
About 80 kilos, I think.
Yo. So how much faster would you guys be doing this than me?
Much faster, yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Are you doing good?
Give me a little demonstration.
Demonstration, okay.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, so you'll basically get here, hold it.
You see. And what I love about this, I can literally feeling yourself.
And you're done.
Ground yourself as you're doing that. You can literally see the whole body dynamic kick in to get that leverage.
Even a leg movement, because you're using your whole body to bend over needed.
That is amazing, dude. So what are you doing now in real life when you're doing this? Are you chopping with an axe? Are you clearing ground?
It can be helpful for forcible entry as well, depending what you need to do. Just to be comfortable with a heavy tool. And I'm a bit out of breath.
No, well, as you should be, but I'm thinking because it's always with a firefighter, it's organic material against non-organic material.
Yeah, but with our training and with the fitness, we shouldn't have any problem. any obstacle we should be able to get through.
You get it, and you got your team around you. Oh, thank goodness this isn't a real person. I just saw a bit of the leg outside there coming in from underneath the car. Henry, I'm going to call him. No, does he actually have a name?
Randy, rescue Randy.
Randy. He looks like it. He looks like it. Okay, what's next? That was very impressive, and my hands are still like shaking.
Yeah,
Sure.
no, so this would be an implement for stage 2. So once you actually finish, you would have to carry the dummy about 80 meters there and back.
80 meters?
Drag it backwards, yeah.
How much does he weigh?
This one, I'm not sure, but at the competition, it also weighs about 80 kilograms.
We can show you how to.
We can show you the technique first, yeah.
I'm sorry, buddy. I'm just going to leave you, dude. I love you and everything, but we don't really know each other. Sure.
Actually, you have to bend your knees,
Always bend your knees.
then come forward. Get
She
a
is
nice
not
grip.
giving Randy a choice.
One, up,
Ah,
and then you go.
yeah. Check it. And he's even like, ha, you see. I'm going to give you a high five. Ah.
Then again, putting him down, make sure you bend your legs.
Sure. Core, legs, squats, it's all in the glutes. Hey, Randy, it's all in the glutes. I'm going to try and approach you with the same vigor. All right. So you got him under his head. Sit up,
There
son.
we go.
All right. I got
Under
you,
his
kid.
arms.
I got you, kid. We are like
There we go.
woods. Come on, Randy.
Just back
I got
pedal.
you, Randy. Go, Randy. Randy. I'm going to put Randy gently down.
Nope.
You want to sit down? Yeah.
Yeah, let me help.
Hey? He's just chilling.
There we go.
Randy, I appreciate you, kid. Let's try and not knock him out. Wow. It's heavier than me. That
and
felt
that's-
like, and that's crazy, that you're going to have to encounter and carry people that weigh more than you. Whew, that was insane. All right, what's next?
So don't forget, Graham, that all of the circuits or all of the stages will be done in complete fire gear. So you cheated. You were supposed to wear that.
Okay, well, let's do
Okay.
it. Let's
Yeah?
try it on.
Okay, so
How much does it all weigh?
well, it could roughly weigh between 13 to 20 kilograms, depending on one's gear.
I was
What
joking.
size
I
shoes
said
do
it's
you
about
want?
30 kilograms. It's not far off. Oh, my word.
I wear size 10. I'm not sure
Graham,
what
what size shoe do you?
About a 10.
Perfect.
Yeah, you should
Must I
wear-
take my shoes
Yes,
off?
please.
Yes, no, you have to wear the boots.
Wow.
Okay, so this is...
How long does it take you guys to get into your gear?
Well, the way we set our gear up at station is ready to don. That's what we call it, to put it on.
Yeah.
I'm donning my gear.
So
Donning
it
your
takes
gear, yes.
1 minute. We should do it in 1 minute. Yeah, under 1
minute.
minute.
And when your body's cramping because you just carried an 80-kilogram dummy.
Now, especially with the gear, you lose a lot of electrolytes and water wearing this.
Oh, yeah.
And range
They
of
cramp quite
motion, so your muscles are already
For
under
sure,
lots
because
of
you've got adrenaline just burning through you. How do I look, guys? Do I look tougher now? Hey? I do look tougher, hey? Phew, I do feel tougher. And she's just like throwing me around like I'm the mannequin.
Ah, Randy.
Wow.
You must make
Sure.
sure that you close this.
Okay, I'm gonna give this just a little bit of space for my microphone. I know they've been trying to censor me for 11 years.
Okay, that's great.
Hey?
Yeah, we can just...
Oh, look
Put it
at
up
that. Why do I feel like a 5-year-old right now being dressed up for Halloween?
Nah, here's your boots.
Oh, man. And then you would slide down the pole and land in your boots, right? Hey, that's how it works.
You can just pull it. It's quite... they're tight-fitting boots.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then to tighten it, you can just press the... They call them the twisty turnies. You just press it in,
Centrifugal.
twist it.
Oh, there.
Yeah, as fast as you can. All that wire is going to pull tight.
Everything is just... There we go. Okay,
I think for demonstration.
Okay,
I think that's
for
fine,
this
yeah.
one, this we call overhead method. You have to put it this way,
Okay.
with both your knees down, overhead.
Of course you must do it like that. Because to do it another way would be silly, actually. Let's just be honest with ourselves. All right.
Always safety first.
All right.
Check behind you, it's clear.
Yeah, I'm not going to knock out. Oh, you're right, Randy. Randy's all right. All right. I would think I need the helmet for this. All right, over the shoulder.
There you go.
Dun,
Just make
dun.
sure your arms get through.
Dun, dun, dun.
There we go.
Nice, okay.
Very good.
Pull your straps
And
down.
as you stand up, you pull your shoulder straps. Yeah.
As you stand
Dun,
up.
dun, dun.
Perfect.
There we go.
That's textbook.
Hey,
And then you may get your
thank you.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing. What's the big giant white thing for?
Okay, so this is just one of the stages. You just go under a tunnel, so you'd simulate like running under a tunnel. And then you'd also have to hold the same drum upper 3 floors of scaffolding. And then, yeah. So you just run under the tunnel as if, so you were in a tunnel or a confined space and you just like
You're
run
pushing
under
it around.
Yes, which is, this one is the slightly easier one.
That's where you catch your breath. And
Yes,
then just very
exactly.
lastly, so we don't miss anything, what would
Yeah.
you have to do with the fire hose?
Okay, this is part of stage 1. You'd have to make up those, meaning that if it was deployed, it run out. And we can maybe just show him, so Natty can help me here.
Okay, well, you guys are doing that, and you can show me in the front.
I can help
Yeah,
put
let's
it back.
get you.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't make it look so easy, though. You must just groan a little bit as
Now,
you do
now
it.
there's no excuse.
Should he do the whole circuit though? Like maybe should we let him do stage 1 first?
We can do stage 1, stage
Yeah.
2, stage 3.
Oh, we don't have the
Simulator.
time today,
Oh,
he says,
okay.
as he looks into camera. And, oh, it's heartbreaking. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay, show me your...
Yeah.
Show me.
Oh, so stage 1 would have just been a quick, you just making up those, just to simulate that you kind of just, you know, like,
Do the little thing.
yeah, you,
Okay.
yeah. You just
Oh,
do that
you guys
for
are
the-
amazing. I'm going to hit this thing one last time because
Yeah.
I'm still picturing that colleague in my head. You guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for doing this every single day of your lives. I know you don't do this particular exercise every single day, but when it matters most, you prove how much you're willing to put on the line. So thank you so much. I love you, man. One more flex, just for me. One more, just for me. Toughest in the land, baby. Should I even bother hitting this thing? She did the damage to this thing, guaranteed. Right, something just popped on me.
There we go.
Come on! I'm coming, Randy! I'm coming, Randy! We'll see you after the break, hopefully. Come on, Randy!
Get ready to spin and win with World Sports Betting. Every Friday morning on Expresso, one lucky viewer will walk away with up to 5,000 Rand in cash. Want in? Simply head to the competition post on Expresso's Facebook, Instagram or X pages and answer the weekly question and include hashtag World Sports Betting. Don't miss your chance to turn your Friday morning into a winning one. T's and C's apply and can be found at expressoshow.com. World Sports Betting, where every spin could be a win.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
It's true. It's your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Welcome back, and thank you for joining us this morning. We're about to tick that entertainment box with Liam Cover. Now, this is a singer and songwriter who's quickly making waves in South Africa's music scene. From his beginnings as a busker to, listen to this, winning the 2025 Barleycorn Songwriting Competition. And yes, we brought him into studio because he has carved out a space for himself with his soulful and beautiful voice. So before we get to know the man, let's have a look at his talent.
These scars. The other kids, they always seem to know just what to say. They seem to find themselves the day that they were born. I just could not get along. There must be something hella wrong with me. Some thoughts became beliefs, then into scars. But then you came along and you healed my heart. Me from myself, became
I love it, I love it. Can I ask, is that an original song?
That is an original.
Oh, it's beautiful. Let's give him a feel-good welcome. Come on, Liam Cover. You know what? What makes it even better is your smile, because I feel like you can feel the warmth through the screen, and we're just like, tell us more, sing to us some more. But for people who maybe are new to you, haven't heard of you before, how would you describe your vibe, your aesthetic, your sound?
So I think, let me be completely honest, I'm
Yeah.
still trying to figure that out
Okay.
as an upcoming artist.
Yeah.
But so far, I'd say definitely like positivity. That is my message. And really, I just like to smile at people. I like to see
Yeah.
people smile, especially when it's because of my music. It really warms my heart. And that's what I'm about. I'm really to spread positivity, relatability, and to spread the message of being vulnerable through my music as well.
And I think that is so beautiful, especially seeing a man at the forefront of doing exactly that, because it kind of creates the space for other guys to go, you know what, I'm not afraid to smile, I'm not afraid to shed a tear either. But you do play between genres, right? You can do a little bit of R&B. I don't know if you can rap as well, a bit of hip-hop. I mean, you could try your hand at it. A little bit of pop too. Do you have a favorite genre that you lean in towards?
So at the moment, yes, definitely. I'm leaning more towards the indie
folky, yeah,
sort of pop space. Leaning more towards the pop sound, just for the summer, to grab those summer listeners.
Yes.
But I indulge in all the different genres in terms of listening. So I'm a fan of all the different genres of music, and I mean all of them. So like from amapiano to country music. I have a very confusing taste in music.
No, I
if
love it.
can
He's
say.
got range. You've got range. And you don't kind of box yourself into one space, which is fantastic. We might hear your vocals on the amapiano track in 2026. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, you know. Who are your influences, just so that we can kind of get a framework of where you've come from?
So a huge influence of mine in terms of my music and in terms of my writing has definitely been the more deeper lyrical writing styles, the artists that indulge in that.
Yeah.
I'd definitely say Coldplay is one of the bands that I've grew up with. My father would play it on these long road trips.
Yes.
And he sort of indoctrinated
Amen to
us
that. Well
into
done,
Coldplay.
Dad.
That, Ed Sheeran, and then recently I've been getting into pop, such as Will Linley, the local talent.
Yes.
He's been an awesome inspiration as well. So really, I'd say Coldplay and Ed Sheeran and Will Linley, yeah.
Incredible. Those are fantastic artists that have made it into the global space, so we see the same for you as well, especially when I have to congratulate you on winning the 2025 Barleycorn Songwriting Competition. Come on, how did that feel, and what impact do you feel it will make on your musical journey?
So that was a major milestone for me, especially in terms of myself becoming a songwriter. So my plan is to start writing music and taking it seriously, writing music for other artists as well.
Yeah.
And I've always had this confidence in performing and singing. But winning this competition was solely based on songwriting and the lyrical content and the message and the way it was brought across. And that gave me confidence in my songwriting and my ability to bring my message through metaphor and through poems, essentially. And that has really inspired me to start writing a lot more writing for myself, but also writing from the perspective of perhaps other artists
Yes,
that I have in
come
mind.
on.
Yeah.
And I think that gives you such a beautiful all-round view. I mean, all the greats have written for others. Sia wrote for somebody else. Ed Sheeran wrote for somebody else. So we definitely can't wait to see your journey continue. And especially here on your Feel Good Breakfast show, what are you performing for us today?
So today I will be performing my first 2 originally written songs that have been released. The first one is Kiss These Scars, and the second one is going to be Worry C.
Okay, well, watch out, Chris Martin. We are excited to have Liam with us just to enjoy the beautiful, beautiful talent that we have right here in Mzansi. But we're going to keep you waiting for just a little bit longer. But listen, we'll offer you something delicious.
Okay, yes, I was needing to desperately recalibrate after just getting 5 seconds of what our firefighters go through. So I'm going to reward myself. No, I absolutely love that we can get hot in the studio so we can cool ourselves down. And summer is begging just a little bit of that. And it's gotten a lot sweeter in the process. Woolworth's iconic tin roof ice cream is back. It needs absolutely no introduction, but we're going to do that today. It's perfect for hot summer days, warm pudding nights. And today we are dishing up the easiest homemade ice cream cake ever. So simple to make, hopefully, I say, because we're going to be making it. Myself and Carissa are on ice cream cake
Can you
duty.
see me, Graham?
I
Do you
can't.
see me?
I was waiting for you, please, to jump out of the giant bag. I didn't know I needed that in my life.
Oh my
I'm sorry. There must be a person in there. If there's not a person in that giant bag, I'm
It's
going to be very, very
Randy.
disappointed.
Oh, Randy. What a
So
jokester.
we've got a really tough job to do right now, okay? We've got to fill that bag with ice cream cakes, okay? And we're going to
this
deliver them
ice
to the
cream
world
cake
for
in
Christmas.
particular.
No, we're not. We are going to be making our very own ice cream cake that I doubt is going to look like that. That's spectacular, but we're
can
going to give it
try.
a shot, hun.
Yeah.
Okay, are you up for this?
I am so... Oh, dessert, sign me up. I love a tin roof ice cream.
I know there's so much action going on here. Vanilla-flavored dairy ice cream with chocolate-flavored sauce and roasted almond pieces. They're
Ooh.
underselling it, even in their own description.
The nuts
It is
are my
heaven.
favorite.
It is heaven. The toasted almonds are magical. This is very zhuzh. This is like Granny would hide it from the family. Full cream milk. It's super indulgent, luxurious. It's all of those things. So let's make it even more so.
Yes, please. Add some cake on it.
Okay.
How do you do this?
I'm thinking... I don't know. So no, what we've got to do is we've
Look
got
at
to
the cake for
separate.
reference.
We've got to separate the 2 layers of the cake, and
Oh,
then we're going to put
that's
the base
you.
at the bottom. See how you do this? This is the second time you've left me high and dry today. I know we can do it. Okay, I'm going to just with
Okay,
confidence.
so it's kind of already.
I hoped it was already split down the middle, and it is.
Nice.
Okay.
So the base is
there
the
we go.
base.
Okay, so you're gonna when I lift this guy, you're
I
gonna
got
pop the
it.
base in.
I
Well
got
done.
it.
Look at you. See, this is
Beautiful.
where your kitchen speed
Comes
if
in
we were playing
handy.
top trumps, I'd love to have top trumps, because you know what top trumps
I
is?
don't
You
know
when
what
you
top trumps
so you get cards and you compare things. It used to be like tanks or football players, and
Okay.
his speed is this, and da-da. You would dominate in top trumps, eh? You would just be
Sports.
You
I
would
knew
have
I
the
was always
highest
born
sports
for
knowledge,
it.
the highest speed in the kitchen. I love it. Okay, now the fun part, my friend.
Yes.
The absolute fun part. The tin roof.
Yum.
Like a cat
And
on
how
a hot
much
tin
is
roof.
too much tin roof?
Okay, and I would say, notice how the ice cream is everywhere. It's not just there.
On top.
Okay, now the good news is you don't just need 1, you need 2.
Yes.
So we're going to make it easier for you to be able to do that.
Tell me
Okay.
more.
And there is a fantastic price special on this. Not that you need a price incentive when it comes to tin roof, but I love the fact that they. And 2 liters, 180. You are going to
That's
be living
insane.
like a restaurant at home every day.
Every day it's deep fried ice cream this day.
Okay,
it's
but you
ice
only got
cream
about a
cake
week of
the
it. I think
next.
that runs up until the 9th of November.
Okay.
I'm just looking, I don't know if I'm nervous or excited about the way that you're doing this. I think it's amazing.
You said full speed. We're going in. Okay,
That's an interesting
something like
technique. That is perfect.
Okay,
Were
yes.
you practicing? Did you Google how to do that? Okay, now what we do is we put our...
top on top?
Our top on top, and it is quite beautiful already.
Do we put more on?
I
no.
think we have to.
Oh,
I think
so
we're
we're
envelop it.
encapsulating.
It is an ice cream cake, okay?
This is exciting.
It really is, and I'm covered in all sorts of wonderful things, and we've used up all of our cloths.
It's been a busy morning, all right?
So now I'm going to do this part.
Okay.
Which looks like we are just chopping up chuckles and...
Oof. I love a chuckle.
Oh, truffles. Oh, get out of town.
So what's the...
Dark chocolate. Listen to
what?
that. So we've got salted
like a
caramel
truffle.
truffles, which is going to echo what's in the cake and what's in the tin
I've
roof.
got to see if it's poisonous,
Absolutely
you know?
perfect. And
It's perfect.
You know, I know firefighters, eh? I know someone who could save your life, literally. Okay.
I don't need no saving.
That's how tough I am.
Please
So we're
don't
going to
fetch
take
me.
a couple of these beautiful truffles, and we're going to chop those guys up.
That's
And this
fantastic.
is partly for show, yes, but it also is going to add a gorgeous flavor component to it. Okay.
Okay, so what are you doing with you're chopping
I'm
and just
gonna
adding it
chop
on
them
top?
up just a little bit.
I think I'm
I've always
destroying
wanted
this cake.
to
I'm gonna
crush
stop.
a truffle. Oh, that looks amazing.
Oh, no, it's
So you can
falling
go to
apart.
woolies.co.za if you want to create along with us. There's always a whole lot of other inspiration there as well. So we just sprinkle these guys around.
Nice.
Okay, and then just place chuckles. Go
Okay, you
for
just
girl.
do it. You just do it.
Toss your chuckles. That looks absolutely amazing.
This is my kind of dessert. A little rustic, a little beautiful, all the deliciousness.
Think about that. Once it's got its shape, and then you take it out because we've used the cellophane. It is so easy to pull it out, and then you've got yourself a whole ice cream cake that you can make yourself, and you can claim that I baked
Incredible.
this. I made it myself.
I froze it, essentially.
Essentially, we compiled it. It's okay. You can go to woolworths.co.za, check out their November deals. They are here. As I said earlier, you can get 2 2-litre tin roof ice creams for only 180 Rand. Do the maths.
Wow.
Really, really good. This offer valid up until the 9th of November this year. Only available in store. So you've got to actually go and experience and get some inspiration. Those T's and C's do apply, of course. And now we are making this even more fun because we're going to give you, not one of those giant bags, a 1,500 Rand Woolworths gift card. I think you want that more. To enter, find the Woolies competition post on the Expresso Facebook, X or Instagram pages and tell us this. How many Woolies tin roof ice creams do you think will fit into the Woolies black bag? Oh, don't forget to use the hashtag Woolies Black Friday. Competition closes midnight Sunday, the 9th of November. T's and C's are on expressoshow.com. Please remember to keep your till slip. Before I let you go and enjoy, what do you think? How many?
A million, obviously.
Million tin roofs.
Please just look at the scale of this. This thing is the size of me. I'm going to try to take it off, and then we'll see if I can even have it as my shopping bag. Ugh. Bye.
Someone check the studio. She's got something in that bag. We'll see you now.
Protea Hotels by Marriott is where hospitality feels like home. It's why when your family is with us, we treat you all like a member of ours. Book now and be more than a guest. Go there with Marriott Bonvoy.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, and listen, we come bearing gifts, not the huge Woolies bag, but we do have something just as great. Liam Kova is still with us, about to perform his first song, and it's an original. It's called Kiss the Scars. Take it away.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is a extremely deep song. It is a song very dear to my heart, and it's one that I wrote inspired by the way my girlfriend treats me. that special lady is watching this today, so I just want to shout out to her. And this is a song about finding someone who heals your deepest insecurities. And I wrote it out of the mindset of allowing people to find relatability and just to really encourage people to be vulnerable and that, to let them know that there is power in being vulnerable. It goes like this.
One summer's day, me and my friends went out to play, chasing pursuit, get away and not fall down. The begins to show the scarlet stains on my skin. How am I ever going to be worthwhile again? But then you came along and you kissed these scars. The other kids, they always seem to know just what to say. They seem to find themselves the day that they were born. I just could not get along. There must be something hella wrong with me. Some thoughts became beliefs, then into scars. But then you came along and you healed my heart. Freed me from myself, you came and broke these bars. That I could not be loved, but then against all the odds, way down on my knees, you came and raised me on a breeze. When you kissed these scars, you kissed these scars. Many summer's nights, me and my thoughts get into fights, chasing perfection that slips away. Now I feel lost. The begins to show the nasty scars spread on my soul. My fears still haunt me to this day. Will I be found? But then you came along and you kissed these scars. Your lightest touch, a song to my healing heart. Freed me from myself, you came and broke these bars. That I could not be loved, but then against all the odds, way down on my knees, you came and raised me on a breeze. When you kissed these scars, you kissed these scars. Myself, you came and broke these bars. That I could not be loved, but then you kissed these scars.
Come on. Absolutely stunning. Remember the name, Liam Cover. Please, we're going to have more performances from this guy. He needs to take a bow. Liam, please take a bow. This is your moment. Absolutely love to see it. And yes, more from Liam in just a little bit as we enter into the final hour of your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Let's get into your national news headlines first, where Transport Minister Barbara Creecy has officially opened the billion-rand Ntabakazi Intermodal Interchange. And that's between Butterworth and the Eastern Cape, including a modern taxi rank. Now, the project, managed by Sunrail, addresses a history of fatal crashes at the junction, connecting the R409 and the N2. Now, Creecy highlighted the province's infrastructure backlog and extreme weather damage over the last 2 years, stressing national support. The upgraded interchange is expected to improve road safety significantly, while Sunrail continues extensive projects across the Eastern Cape, investing the largest share of its national budget in the province. In other news in South Africa, the University of the Free State has launched a giraffe research centre at Amanzi Private Game Reserve to study and protect giraffes facing extinction across Africa. Now, leading the initiative, Professor Francois Deacon and a team of 64 local and international students are gathering the first comprehensive data on giraffe populations, including South Africa's estimated 30,000 stronghold. Now, the program highlights the interconnection between humans, animals, and ecosystems, aiming to preserve the species for future generations while providing a blueprint for broader wildlife conservation efforts. Taking a look further afield at your international news-making headlines, where Tanzanian President Samia Suluhu Hassan has been declared the winner of Wednesday's election, with nearly 98% of the vote, extending her rule amid widespread unrest. Opposition parties rejected the results, citing arrests, bans, and an internet shutdown that obscures the death toll from protests. International observers raised concerns over transparency and violence as hundreds were reportedly killed or injured. Authorities extended curfews to curb clashes, while Samia hailed the poll as, quote, free and democratic, end quote, and praised security forces for maintaining order. In other news, the Philippines and Canada have signed a landmark defense agreement, allowing troop deployments and joint training in each other's territories, Canada's first such pact on the Indo-Pacific. Now, the move strengthens Manila's security alliances amid growing tensions with China over the disputed South China Sea. Officials say the partnership will boost maritime cooperation, regional stability, and humanitarian readiness, reflecting a widening network of Western allies seeking to counter Beijing's expanding military presence in Asia. Now, let's close off your 8 o'clock news by bringing it back home near the Great Pyramid of Khufu. Egypt has unveiled its breathtaking Grand Egyptian Museum, a modern marvel celebrating over 7 millennia of history. Now, the colossal complex, one of the world's largest archaeological museums, houses 100,000 artifacts, including the complete treasures of Tutankhamun's tomb, displayed together for the first time. Now, costing $1.2 billion, the museum spans an astonishing 500,000 square meters, about the size of 70 football pitches, and promises to revive tourism and rekindle global fascination with Egypt's ancient past. Now, with its alabaster facade and framed view of the pyramids, the gem bridges pharaohs and the future, ready to enchant millions each and every year. I definitely know where I'm going to next. Egypt is calling. That's where we leave your 8 o'clock news. Let's get those final sporting details from Graham.
We start our final sporting bulletin with the worst news. Hearts were broken last night. A heroic century from captain fantastic Laura Wolford just wasn't enough as the Proteas women fell to a 52-run defeat to India in their 50-over World Cup final in Mumbai. Wolford's sublime 101 followed her semi-final ton against England, of course, but India's Deepti Sharma stole the show. 5 for 39 her figures as she sealed victory and that title for the hosts, but the team, they stepped up. Congratulations, India. Now let's get on to rugby. Slightly better news for us. South Africa emphatically buried those memories of 2015 in Brighton with a dominant 61-7 victory over Japan at Wembley over the weekend. On fire still, Sasha Feinberg and Goma Zulu and Kirtley Arendse both crossing the whitewash twice as the Boks ran in 9 tries. Captain Siya Kolisi also had a flyer. He crossed early while Andre Esthuizen and Jesse Creel added late scores to seal the win. That win now setting up a blockbuster clash with France in Paris next weekend. Revenge is on the cards. Now we get into football, and in the Premier League, Mohamed Salah netted his 250th Liverpool goal in a 2-0 win over Aston Villa to end the Reds' 4-game losing streak. Most importantly, the top of the table Arsenal stayed 7 points clear with Victor Gyökeres and Declan Rice sealing that 2-0 victory at Burnley. Meanwhile, Amad Diallo's stunning late volley earning Manchester United a 2-2 draw at Nottingham Forest to continue their resurgence. And then we were treated to some derby action back home, but yet again, we cannot find a winner. Mamelodi Sundowns and Orlando Pirates played out to their 3rd successive 1-1 draw in their Betway Premiership clash, with coach Miguel Cardoso calling the result, quote, fair between 2 very evenly matched sides at the moment, which bodes well for the season. Now, Amazulu, they climbed to 5th after Hendrik Eksteen's brace sealed their 3-0 win over a struggling Chippa United, while Orbit College continued to rise. They beat Magesi 3-1 for back-to-back victories in the league as well. So congrats to them. A heartache once again for the Proteas ladies, but they did us so proud at the World Cup. Well done. That's where we leave our sport for now. Let's catch up on the roads.
Thank you, Gray. Out in Gauteng in East Rand, an accident has occurred on the N3 northbound at Modderfontein Road. Now, currently the left shoulder rather is closed, so please stay alert and drive with caution when passing through that affected area. Moving over to Cape Town in Kraaifontein, there's been a motor vehicle collision on the N1 inbound just before Justenburg Vlakte. Now, all lanes are currently open, but heavy delays are being experienced right now. Motorists are urged to drive cautiously and make use of an alternate route wherever you can. Be safe out on the roads, especially as we head into the rest of your Monday. Let's get into your weather. Well, in your weather news, the South African Weather Service has issued a warning for extremely high fire danger conditions across parts of the Northern Cape, the Northern Western Cape and interior of the Eastern Cape. Now, daytime temperatures are expected to soar to 40 degrees and above in the Kamiesberg municipality and the interior of the West Coast district. Now, hot to very hot and uncomfortable conditions with temperatures in the mid to high 30s. That's forecast for the interior of the Western Cape and the Namakwa district of the Northern Cape. Summer's definitely here, so why not check out the sunrise view of the hour? And I'm being told that the sun is coming up a little bit earlier. So let's see what Werner from Stikland has for us. Ah, the most gorgeous morning view. Come on, Werner. Thank you so much for just seeing a moment, capturing that moment, and sharing it with us right here on your Feel Good Family Breakfast Show. It is absolutely gorgeous seeing the sun rays just peeking on through there. Beautiful, beautiful way to start the day. 24 degrees is what you can expect on your part, so make sure you get your SPF and hydration on. And that number again is 0630369649. Let us know what your morning looks like as we get into your temperatures for the final time.
Beautiful views out there. It's pretty hot, so let's make it even warmer inside and keep you indoors for just a little bit longer. If you play your daily lotto today, you get one and then another chance to win. So let's start with daily lotto. There's 400,000 rand sitting in that jackpot, estimated at least. And then the new daily lotto plus, we're going to throw 150,000 rand into the jackpot today.
Thank you, Graham. That's so kind of you.
Okay.
A shout out to the lotto. What are you waiting for? Buy your tickets now in store on nationallottery.co.za, the website. And while you're on your phone, you can download the mobile app. You can access your cell phone banking, or you can head to your keypad and dial *120 *7529 hash and wait for the USSD to follow through.
And we can't give you advice on numbers. Well, we might be able to actually give you some advice on numbers, but we can't give you the winning ones. But we'll give you all of those details on the Expresso socials, so you can't put a foot wrong. Go and Panda Push to play your daily lotto for an estimated 400,000 rand, and then daily lotto plus for 150,000 rand in the jackpot today.
That's great.
I like
so
it.
you've got to play right now, but have a listen, because straight after the break, we get into some really great conversations about the G20.
What does it mean for us? What does it mean for climate change? Yeah, we'll bring it all down to the earth level on the other side.
Smooth, creamy, country fresh.
Anyone for ice cream? Whether it's lunch with the family, birthdays, fries, or just because, there's always more Country Fresh desserts to share. So get sharing, because there's 5,000 rand plus a Country Fresh hamper up for grabs every Thursday on The Expresso Show. To enter, share your Country Fresh dessert on The Expresso Show or Country Fresh social media pages. T's and C's apply.
Smooth, creamy, country fresh. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
All right, we're diving into the G20, so bear with me here because for some of us it takes a bit of a kind of wrapping our head around this, and of course it's taking place right here in South Africa, so it matters to us. Global leaders are talking about sustainability, about resilience, that's very South African, and how economies can adapt to climate change. But for many South Africans, those big conversations are already part of daily life. It's our lived experience, from power cuts to water stress to rising costs, that test our resilience at home and at work and in those public spaces. Well, today we are zooming in on the everyday solutions that make a real difference. Simple habits that save money, maybe cut waste, and keep families and small businesses going strong. And joining us is Tegan Jabot, a climate researcher and communicator who works in sustainable fashion and campus sustainability at UCT, to unpack what practical resilience actually looks like and what really sticks. Well, hopefully will stick. Tegan, thank you so much for doing what you do. Yeah. I love it, man. You must love this time of the year because this really does get the world to lean into what you lean into every day. So how are you, first of all?
I'm great. I'm happy to be here. Sun's out.
It is.
It's just so exciting. I went for a free dive yesterday. It's amazing.
Oh, you are living the life because it matters, because we have the gift of being able to go and do free dives. Because
do the mountain, do the ocean, we get it all.
In this beautiful blue planet that we have, that we have to look after.
Yes.
So resilience for South Africans, it's part of our RSA. But what does that actually mean? How do you define resilience in your lane?
Yeah, I mean, resilience is it's almost a bit of a buzzword sometimes in climate research. It's used a lot. But resilience to a person is so personal. I mean, I'm not going to tell you how it is to be resilient for yourself. Yeah. It's completely a personal thing. So I guess it's really the type of way you can describe bouncing back from something. That's how I see it. And, you know, we have a lot of geopolitical tensions, a lot of environmental concerns, social concerns. We're really being tested at this point.
There's a lot of bouncing. Can we bounce back?
Exactly.
And it needs to be systemic now. It can't just be a wonderful marketing message at the end of the process to get our points or whatever we do. It's got to be in the ground bed of what we are doing. So maybe without naming brands, give us an example of how this works. Where is this kind of, where are we getting it right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a huge advocate for showing that climate change is linked to everything. Climate change is going to impact everything already. A very practical, on-the-ground thing that I love is food gardens. There's a lot around Cape Town, around the Western Cape. If you just do a couple of Googles, you'll see that there's some around where you wouldn't think. And what that does is it helps us realize and connect that our food comes from the ground. We need nature. We need a healthy environment in order to actually sustain life. So I love a food program. I also love, I always think volunteering. If you have no hope, volunteering at food programs.
It changes, but it also changes the dynamic. And we talk about gratitude as being the first very practical tool in transforming your life, and it plays out in spaces like that. Exactly. There is something magical about that. We also, unfortunately, work in a very grey area, and I can say that being in the most commercial of spaces here. We eco-wash, or green wash is maybe a great way of saying that. So how do we discern who is getting it right and not? Surely it starts with educating ourselves.
Exactly, exactly. It's as simple as it sounds, awareness. If it sounds too good to be true, it likely is. And if you think it's greenwashing, like, a lot of the time it is actually greenwashing.
Trust your guts,
Quick Google. It takes 2 seconds in store. Yeah, it's really all about that awareness.
Because we are also looking to justify our choices a lot of the time. Confirmation bias just seems to set the framework for most of how humans make it okay to do the things wrong that we do. But you've got to take the responsibility, because when you buy a certain way, that sends a message. When you live a certain way, that sends a message.
Yes, I say in a capitalist system, you vote with your money. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You can be dropping bombs like that today.
I've got more.
But I like that. It's a very student approach to just stand up, put your fist up and scream it. But I love that this is born out of a student mindset, because that's where the real critical thinking needs to be happening, because you are the custodians of the system. So what is UCT doing in this space? How have you found your little tribe?
Yeah, I mean, it's so funny that you bring it up. I'm a research assistant just at UCT. It's so fun getting to work with different researchers on different projects. It's so nice to see the theory put into practice. So we have lots of different living labs and things like that, using biogas from food waste, making that, like, it's so fascinating, different projects.
It's like Dexter's laboratory, and it's awesome.
Researchers are so cool, and science is just amazing. You can do anything you can dream of. it's just brilliant.
I love that. Any advice for those of us who are wanting to live on the right side of this equation? Something small that we can institute in our own spaces. Maybe speaking to young South Africans who hold a lot more energy to drive these things forward.
I think you've got lots of energy.
Yeah, like a Labrador, yeah,
yes.
or a golden retriever, maybe. Yeah.
No, I like to think of very practical ways to approach it. It's such a big climate change. It's such a big thing that, like, and
it's
we
easy
don't
to
think
take a step back.
Exactly,
then,
we don't think it impacts us, but it really does. I think I have a couple of quick fire: connect with nature, find a hobby outside. That really brings you back down to the ground, and especially us young South Africans are always scrolling, always online. It's nice to just take a step back, breathe, reconnect, ground yourself. But also, climate resilience is actually just your own resilience. It's cutting down on food waste. It's maybe repurposing. Hey, I've got these stale things. How can I rework that into a recipe? That's a climate resilience act. That's a climate change practice. You know, switching your lights off like our parents told us. It's basic, but it works. It's basic and it
saves you money
for a reason.
as well, which is going to help.
And that's my point. Sustainability has this perception, but it also can save money.
Yeah, to look good, it starts to look like thrive, not sustain. And that's the joy of it. Once you plug into our kind of communities with our mindset, I love that. So for you, when you go free diving, I'm assuming, because that's how you connect, being able to do that sort of thing, but when you do find that connection to the planet again, because you've chosen to make this your life's purpose. Where does that come from? What is it about this connection to Earth that drives you?
Yeah, I mean, I guess when you become aware of the truth of how the world works and the different systems that are set up, you know, you see things like climate refugeeism and all of those things that are happening more and more and more. It just inspires a drive within me, and it's so amazing. I mean, you don't work in this space without passion.
For sure.
You meet sustainability-related jobs, and everyone just loves what they do. So if it's hard, you lose hope sometimes. You're like, oh no, that policy didn't work out, that didn't work out. But being in this space, you bounce off that energy.
You know what you do? You're resilient. You pick yourself back up and you do it. 22nd, 23rd November in Johannesburg. G20 is lighting up the world right now with all the right kind of energy. And I know this because we're getting the right kind of energy from the people that matter most. Young minds, the custodians ready to take care of this unbelievable narrative. Thank you so much for being the voice that you are online in every space that you are. Give us some, if you can and you know her today in class, give her a big hug, especially while she's doing some crazy research this morning. Absolutely love that. Thank you so much. Wonderful perspective.
And we look forward to part 2 of that conversation in just a little bit. For now, though, you know what's cooking. Mambo Storage and Home is celebrating their big birthday and a brand new store opening out in Midrand. Now, their kitchen section is honestly just such a dream. I could get lost in it. It's packed with great specials on utensils and containers and cookware that just makes life in the kitchen a little bit more smoother because, I mean, you and I both know I get a little bit rough in the kitchen, and also makes it a bit stylish without the crazy price tag, which I'm here for.
You don't understand. I go crazy. I'm not actually allowed to go to Mambo's anymore.
Oh, because you go...
Only my wife goes. Yeah. No, I'm not allowed.
It's
because
just so hard to resist.
But the problem is you can put stuff in stuff.
That's the
So
thing.
you can put stuff in stuff, in stuff, in stuff, and then it doesn't look like you're leaving with a whole lot of stuff, but your whole house is full. But then it's not even that bad because the prices are so good.
Exactly.
I love it. I love it.
You know what? I always find now that I'm getting older, I need a bunch of bowls. When people come over, I'm constantly doing things, and I don't want to make the kitchen look crazy, but I mean, it kind of calls for it. I make a tabbouleh. I make some sort of, I recently saw this on Pinterest. It's a board, right? Like a checkerboard. And then the blocks are olive cheese, and then it looks really cool together.
Who are you?
I know.
What has happened to Carissa?
But I'm a side chick, you know what I'm saying? So I just really love to make sides. And in order to make sides, you need all of this.
Say?
Sorry.
No, man, you're not.
Public announcement.
You are. We can't. I've told you we are actually live on TV when we do this job. You gotta remember that.
I love to make a side. I'm known for it. So you definitely need lots of bowls. And then I think about meal prep. How great are the lunchboxes?
Completely. But my thing is I hate food wastage.
Oh.
I'm the leftover guy. By that I mean I eat the family's leftovers. Okay. And I enjoy it because I put a lot of effort into making the food, which then becomes leftovers. No, but zero wastage. And you need sizes, range. Sometimes you need a bowl that can serve as a serving bowl, but then you can just cover it and it's fine.
I love that.
You know what I'm saying? These little things for meal prep and unleashing at work, or I love it.
It's so perfect.
Can you see, is it weird that I love Tupperware and
I
bowls
love
and things
Tupperware
this
too.
much.
Do you know what? It came from my parents growing up. My mom used to have these Tupperware parties, and I think just kind of watching them in the lounge from the side, all the girls and the aunties, I was like, one day I'll
Were those
be there.
actually Tupperware parties? I was
No.
convinced there was something else
It was like a brunch
entirely.
session, you know, the girlies were just gossiping.
It was book club. It was the original book club. It's
Exactly.
got to be, man. Or the Illuminati. I don't know. Would you buy sticker labels or would you write on the Tupperware?
I keep it traditional. I take that red nail polish I get under there with my initials.
Oh, wow. You've been
Gotta
burnt,
do
eh?
it.
Is it like that on the other building, eh?
It's like that.
Yo.
You got to know what is yours. And every time somebody comes with something similar, I'm like, hey, let me see underneath that. to
That
make sure
smells
it's not
familiar. I'm very proud of you. I'm really proud of you for owning and looking after your space. No, you better not touch my Tupperware.
Don't touch it. From the leftover guy and the side chick, don't do it, man.
Ain't no leftovers, ain't no sides here. It's the real deal. It's the main event. But you know, it's not just about the cooking. It's about feeling confident in your space, and that can look different to everybody. Whether you're hosting that Sunday lunch or maybe batch preparing for the entire week, we have got you covered. And with their big birthday deals now on a nationwide call, there has never been a better moment to give your kitchen that little refresh and, yes, a lot more storage space. So please pop into the brand new Mumbo's at the Mushroom Farm Retail Centre in Kyalami Hills. Haven't been there for a while. That's in Midrand. It's officially open and it sounds spectacular. Definitely worth a visit. So celebrate wherever you are with deals, birthday deals, in fact, available at all their nationwide stores. I'm going there straight after this.
Immediately. Do you know what I'm thinking? Because we're going to be making Turkish mezes in just a little bit, this is the perfect thing to have. Compartmentalize every single ingredient, right?
Oh, and there are no sides in this meal.
Never.
I said yes!
Whatever your reason to go, you could get up to 100% off on flights. Book on our banking app. Your story matters.
Welcome back as we take a deep breath. In fact, the whole world ahead of the G20 summit unfolds here in South Africa. Global leaders are discussing how to build more resilient economies in the face of climate and energy challenges. It's getting real. But on the ground, South Africans have already been finding our own ways to adapt. We are resilient. Tegan is back with us, diving into some practical steps and more that households and small businesses, especially in the fashion space, can take to cope with power cuts, water limits, rising costs, but maybe therein find their key, find their hook, find that magic that turns small businesses into something special. And that's what South Africa needs. And we've got this beautiful roadmap of challenges to apply solutions, which are products in my mind. There are so many ways to look at this. Maybe we can jump off, because you're great with the practical elements here. A little starter pack for our families wanting to embrace a more resilient lifestyle.
Yes, yeah. So as we spoke about just now, so much of sustainability is actually money saving. So I am a big advocate for sustainable fashion, looking affordable and actually accessible. So if you have the capacity, maybe wait a bit longer to buy something, save a little bit more, invest in something that'll last a bit longer, you know, in that kind of sense. Or repair the things you already have, whether that's clothing or other material items and goods like that. And then also just being conscious about things like we spoke about, like food waste and all of that stuff. It's all linked.
Thrift shopping has become my new thing. So my wife comes from the UK, and there, I mean, I'll always go over and come back with the coolest stuff for like £1.
Very Macklemore.
Yeah, 100%. But there is a
Yeah.
gap there for South Africans. We love to be seen, being out, but you can't be seen in the same thing more than once. This is a happy place for you. So talk me within the fashion space, the opportunity to build on this.
Oh, goodness. I could talk about this for ages.
Watch the eyes light up.
Yes. Personal style is something that is so unique to each person. And I mean, with things like trends and stuff like that, we always see, oh, okay, we must look like that, we must dress like that. But there's so much, I mean, clothing is so much more than just clothing. It's identity, it's expression. I think taking the time to understand what you like, what suits you, what you feel you're best in, you know, that's also a sustainable fashion practice.
Build around that.
Exactly.
I love that. And if you think about it, the change makers, those that are setting the trends, are often doing that.
Yes.
Think of young Mr. Smith cutting up a house and putting it on his head. But you can push the boat out. I like that. For small businesses, cash flow is obviously king. So when you can start to save the cents, it can make a big difference. But you often forget that you're setting the groundwork to grow into a bigger concern. So you want to have that bedrock down there. Yes. How can we as a small business lean into this space? What recommendations?
Yeah, so you know what? I have a bit of a left field answer. The thing that came up in a lot of my thesis interviews was that a lot of small businesses end up failing within the first couple of years because they don't focus on longevity. They try to do too much too soon.
It's all about the idea.
Exactly, exactly. So I think really prioritize that longevity, that economic sustainability, and then slowly incorporate things. You know, you don't want to do too much too soon and then fall over and fail. Rather slowly incorporate, and I always recommend looking at energy because you never know when load shedding is going to hit again.
Well, oh, for sure, and that can cost you at critical moments.
Exactly.
And there are a lot more solutions available now that feed into better technology for your company in other spaces. So the joy of crossing this digital divide now, it's a fast forward. And in a country that has so much space for social development and growth, so much necessity, I think technology can really help. There are certain things we just can't run away from in this country, water being one of them. There's something we can certainly lean into for new solutions, but also more we can do for ourselves. This is kind of like giving South Africans a way to just feel a bit better about life.
It's true, it's true. And I mean, South Africa is so unique as a microcosm of a place to do things. I mean, we have all these pressures that encourages actually a sustainable approach to things. And
how have we been surviving?
Yeah, no, it's true. But we have so many opportunities. I see the challenges in a lot of ways can be an opportunity to learn from and adapt our businesses and our policies and our systems.
And keep it there. Make that the baseline and keep moving forward. Can you still do a 2-minute shower?
Listen, I was
bucket?
trained. I can do it. My friends are always very impressed when we go camping. They always, yo, Tegan, you in, you out. Yeah, it's because I'm from Cape Town.
Yeah, as long as I've got my bucket to stand in, I am fine.
I'm good.
I love that. In your heart of hearts, obviously some very powerful figures are going to be reminded, hopefully, over this time that they are dealing with people. They're not dealing with voters. They're not dealing with millions of people. It's individuals. Maybe being in South Africa and seeing our lived experience here might be a good reminder.
I hope so.
What is your hope for this G20?
My hope,
What would you like to see
goodness.
resonate?
I mean, the G20 here, it's a massive deal. I mean, there's a big expectation that South Africa is going to have very solution and people-centered discussions. And I mean, the theme is solidarity, equality, and sustainability. So there is this hope that'll be very people-focused, and that's the key. That's what I hope for. Is, you know, it's fun to talk the talk, but actually the people on the ground are who are impacted the most. So I hope, the African continent contributes the least, but is impacted the most by climate change. So I hope that that person is considered.
Very much so. And South Africa, I think we're like the 28th or 25th biggest country in the world. And I think we forget that. We have a population. We have a purpose-driven young population that are out there carving new paths. But the world is watching and listening to us at the moment for a reason. So I hope they embrace it. But you give me a lot of hope, young lady.
I'm glad.
I love the
That's what I'm here to do. Because we have hope, and we can have a great future. We just have to advocate for it.
Well, and you create it. And that's the thing. It's not done and dusted yet. So whatever those headlines are that are affecting you, you ultimately set the course by the choices that you make every day. So while, yes, we're looking at those bigger picture moves with the G20, I love the fact that South Africa is the center of the world right now. It all rests on our shoulders, on your shoulders, to make the right choices today. Thank you for being our custodian for this one. Absolutely amazing.
Well, the future's definitely looking bright and in good hands right now, though. You already know that here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, we love when travel opens up brand new perspectives. Now, with Turkish Airlines, Istanbul travelers have the opportunity to see 2 continents in one journey. And it all starts with your layover, Grace, specifically.
Yeah. It could actually. Yeah, I think I'm going to be on a flight in the next couple of days, and I hope I get a layover there through Istanbul. Okay, hopefully Istanbul. You got to say it fast and with confidence. Is the only way. Passengers with transfers between 6 and 24 hours, that's one day, can enjoy a complimentary guided tour, including a cruise along the Bosphorus Straits, so you can see both sides of the world living. It's the most beautiful waterway that separates Europe and Asia, so you can imagine how much history has lived along these banks, offering stunning views of palaces, mosques, bridges, and hopefully you eating somewhere.
Yo, the meze platter is waiting for me. I can't wait to
I hope when I'm on my cruise, I
it.
look up and it'll be like a scene from Batman, where I look up and you'll just look up and there won't be an actual recognition, but I'll know, that you're in Istanbul eating your food.
Soon come. Listen, in just a few hours, you can tick off some of Istanbul's most iconic sites with meals and transport, all taken care of course, by our friends over at Turkish Airlines. They always take care of us, which I love.
But everything,
every
element with kid gloves. So please make your next layover unforgettable. Head to turkishairlines.com. Click on Istanbul. Okay, that was better. That was great. You can book your place today. It's as simple as that. Turkish Airlines connecting people, cultures, and even continents, courtesy of the Bosphorus. And after the break, we are going to be whipping up a traditional Turkish meze.
And I'm excited.
Nice.
If there's any reason to visit Turkey, it's definitely for the food, because you can explore a culture through it. Earlier on, we made these kebabs served with like a yogurt dressing and pitas. And in just a bit, we also get to explore a little bit more. And you'll find that Turkish people and South Africans are very similar in terms of their hospitality.
Eerily similar.
Eerily similar.
So. Now, Istanbul's a sister city of Cape Town.
There
That's
you
all
go.
I'm saying, yo. I'm looking forward to this even more now.
Okay, well, let's get into it straight after this.
We connect more countries than any other airline. Turkish Airlines.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beauties. Savoring every last second we have with you and, of course, with Liam. I feel like they've been trying to keep us apart, dude. Maybe because I'm a bit of a cry risk and you sound beautiful today. You sound so good today. Goosebump stuff all over. I get teased because I get overly excited. But I mean, come on. Hey? I love you guys. Well done for everything you've achieved. Now, I'm going to just be terrible. I'm going to ask you terribly difficult questions and you're not allowed to think before you give me an answer. You up for it?
Got you.
Because you are completely authentic. Hey, I don't think you could lie, even if you wanted to.
No.
But you might want to,
You would
actually,
see
when
it
I
very
ask you some of these. All right, bud, you know the drill. Okay, quick fire questions. You give me an answer, and we find out things about you that we never knew. And it's going to be great. Oh, this is quite a sweet one to start us off. Don't look. You look like you're about to cry, but it's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. Biggest musical influence growing up?
Coldplay, yes.
That.
I've mentioned that.
Yeah, Papa used to play it. You know how old I felt when you said that your dad used to play Coldplay to you, like Coldplay, some old music. Okay, they still have music out now, don't they? Have
Yes, but I do prefer the older music, I must say.
Thank you for saying that. I appreciate you. An artist you think is overrated? It's nasty, I'm sorry, man.
Ooh.
Preferably someone you know that you'll bump into later today.
Let me apologize in advance. Kanye West. I'm probably not going to bump into him, but...
Well, now you might. This is the manifestation station, as we say, and I'd actually manifest that. But why do you think so?
I think it's really because of one song that I heard. There's a song, I don't think I can mention it.
Okay.
But it's a song where he just like scats over it. You know, like scat, but he'll say like poopity scoop.
Yeah.
And I was
Too
like,
self-indulgent.
yes.
Yeah.
He's like, anything works for me. And I don't know, maybe there might be a bit of jealousy.
That's
you know
so
what I mean?
yay. That's so yay. No, we're all jealous of yay, and that's okay. What's that one song that never leaves your playlist?
Perfect by Ed Sheeran. Yeah, I can never not sing that.
How does it go? I've forgotten. Oh, who is Ed Sheeran? I don't even know that song. Can you sing it for me?
I found a love for me. Darling, just dive right in and follow my lead. Does that ring a bell? It has to ring a bell.
No, I've never heard that. Has anyone else heard that song? I've never heard that song before, man. You will make me cry today, dude. You will make me cry. That's absolutely beautiful. You're in a band with your bro. Okay. VDH Bros Music. Who's the better musician, you or your brother?
Ooh. I'll have to say myself because he's, you know, I've been taking it a bit more seriously for longer. But that man is talented. Let me not put that down. He's super talented.
But you got to work on the talent, right?
Very true, very
What's
true.
What's his name?
Joshua.
Joshua. You heard it from the horse's mouth, eh? Talented, but not as good as him. Okay, you've got that down. You express your love very publicly, which we love, and it seems to be a big part of your motivation. What message do you have for your girl right now?
Caitlin, I know you're listening right now. You have been a huge inspiration to me. You know this. In all our love letters, I would write that down. She has brought out the best in me. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't, perhaps, probably wouldn't have been on the show today. She's encouraged me to put myself out in all the different ways and possible, and just love me for the person I am. Yeah.
Man, okay, they are coming. Stop teasing me. It's there. What song embodies? Because you have the ability to write songs, and obviously you gave us a little performance this morning. Is there a song out there that embodies her in a way that words just can't?
There's many. There's many. One of them being Perfect, and also the song that I wrote for it. I think that's the song that encapsulates our dynamic the most. But definitely all the old jazz songs, you know, like Fly Me to the Moon.
Fly Me to the Moon. When last did you serenade or sing her? Every day?
Not in a while, but she does come to a lot of my gigs. And I make sure to make eye contact with her when I'm singing those love songs.
You're always serenading her, hey?
Yes.
So what is, this would be the first thing I would roast you about if I was one of your close friends. What is that one thing that your mates roast you about more than anything else?
I'd say sometimes just my relationship, just the way I'm more so lovey-dovey.
Because he's so warm and squishy and soft. But she is gorgeous, and you are gorgeous as a couple. And I like the fact that you're putting this message out in the world, dude. Other young men need to feel as embarrassed when they express love for their gorgeous girls. That is too sweet, man. But you are starting to create a perception here. When I was waiting for you to just push the chair out the way and drop onto one knee. I'm not going to ask you that question right now. What is that one thing you can't start your day without?
Prayer.
Other than, Kate.
Yeah, I definitely say prayer. It gets me started. It's lovely it's awesome to, like you said, this is the place where you manifest yourself.
100%.
Prayer is that for me. So I would start my day believing that it will be good because God has created it for me, and that's what I did this morning as well, and so far so good.
Yeah, completely. Yeah. What I like about you, and I'm sorry, I'm grossly oversimplifying your life's work here, but you can speak openly and vulnerably without kind of changing who you are or changing lanes. Why is that important to you? Why is mental health important to you? Why should guys like me and gents that are listening out there take their mental health as seriously as you do?
Because, yes, I think we've grown up in a society, many of us, in a society that men shouldn't speak about these things.
Yeah.
But funny enough, a lot of guys would think they'll do it out of the thought that women are not attracted to such.
Yeah.
But it's the complete opposite. You'll find that the right women are attracted to exactly just that.
You got to match your trauma, match your baggage, yo.
Yes, you have to carry that trauma with pride. At the end of the day, everybody has something that they carry, and you might just reach out to someone by being open about something.
And that's how we don't hand it over to our kids. We deal with it in our space.
Yes.
Break that cycle. You're breaking all sorts of amazing records, cycles. Buddy, what are you going to perform for us next? Because I know every song that you choose and curate for these little moments means something to you. So what are you going to perform next?
So the next song is called Worry Sea.
Okay.
And it is a song about drowning in your worries.
Oh, wow.
Drowning in an ocean of worries. Worry Sea. That is what the song is about. And it refers to the way in which the Bible often refers to the ocean as a metaphor for chaos and a metaphor for doubt. So it's a song about that, and then in the chorus there's a bold contrast, and there's just this conviction that if you look up and acknowledge that the Almighty is above and beyond all your problems, you'd be halfway to overcoming those problems.
I've never wanted to listen to a song more, my friend. That was the best prelude we've ever had. Absolutely love what you're doing at the moment and how you're leaning into yourself at the moment. It doesn't look like someone gave you a little playbook that you've got to tick those boxes. You're just creating your own path, which is amazing, dude.
Thank you.
Absolutely love this kid and love the fact that you, yes, get to see him perform in just a moment. And right now I am starving, and of course, just like the great music, I had a meal pumped up a little bit earlier. I think it's time now to create some meze, please, team.
Well, merhaba Mzansi. This morning, Turkish Airlines is taking us on a journey that truly celebrates Turkish culture through food. Now, in Turkey, every meal begins with bold, flavorful starters that just bring the people together. And this morning, Hussein Al Mohammed from Saray Restaurant at the V&A Waterfront in Cape Town, along with Chef Mehmet, joins us to share some of these delicious traditions. And it smells incredible in here, so I'm very excited to get into it. Welcome, guys. Thank you so much, Chef Hussein. Where do we even begin, because there's so many vibrant, beautiful ingredients in front of us? What are we doing today?
We'd like to present to you the Turkish food. We only trying to bring small things, because if you go through the menu, you had like plenty of the stuff, but I choose the common and traditional and the ones behind history.
So why do we eat small plates before we even have the main dish? Why is that so important?
Let's just say this is what you call the quick meals.
Okay.
So the difference between of them, as a starter, like what you say, and the main course, this is what we store at our home. So we make cheese from scratch, we leave it there. We make yogurt, we make everything from scratch. And this one, we keep it for like long time. So whoever gonna come, quick meal.
That's so South African also. When visitors come over, you have something to offer them.
Absolutely, and this is stuff, it's always at home, ready to go. And as well, we grow up with, even like late in the evening, you want to eat something, you don't know what. You grab hummus, haidari, whatever you find.
With some lavash bread, and you're good to go.
And we go with that.
Oh, well, it is absolutely fantastic. I won't lie. We tasted a little bit earlier on, and everybody in studio is so obsessed. Everybody's has their mouth watering at home because it looks absolutely fantastic. Thank you for taking us through the history, and we're going to get into a culinary experience. Chef, our main event, Hussein, take us through what we're going to be making today.
Sauté right now is coming from Orfa, and we would like to present it for you. Chicken, mixed vegetables, and we have it mushroom, tomato, onion, and you have our own ingredients.
Can I smell that?
But this is our own mixer.
Your own mixer. All right.
So,
I mean, the
our
chef can go
secret-
ahead and start cooking while we're talking.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so it has a lot of organic stuff. It has some chilies, it has some spices that we actually bring it all the way from Turkey.
Oh, lovely.
The ingredients, the one we use, we find it difficult to find it in this side, but to present the right flavors, we have to bring the ingredient from back home. And that's why you're getting the good and the
authentic experience, you know?
100%.
Oh, well, this looks fantastic. It's going to be chicken and veg like you've never had it before. Hussein, I have to ask you, if I go to Turkey at any point, where do I experience food the best? Is it going to be in the streets, in somebody's home, at a restaurant?
See, it's a tricky thing because, to be honest, everywhere is good in somehow. For me, it's the best to go to someone home.
Oh.
Because he will give you the best of what they have.
Yes.
And this is the stuff that when they keep it through the centuries. So they hold it. Street shop is very good.
Yeah.
You'll find chikofta, you'll find different kebabs, you'll find a lot of things. And as well, you have the fine dining restaurant is very good. It has like the unique, the sophisticated, the elegant way to present the food.
And it's a different experience everywhere you go, which is the point, right?
100%.
Oh, this looks good. So we've got some peppers and some onions going so
right.
far. Listen, the skills of the chef. It is amazing to see. Look at that. And then we'll just continue adding the veggies and the... Is that rice with you in front of you?
We have rice, and this rice it will be serving with. We have fresh bread, or you eat it with the rice next to it. So there's choice for it.
I love that, and that bread is so good. I'm a bread fiend. I'll eat it all day, any day. I'm so here for it. What's your favorite Turkish dish? Do you have one?
You see, I love meat or red meat. We have one dish, we call it shashlik.
Okay, now I know what to order next time I head out to
that's one-
Istanbul or wherever you may find me. I'm very excited to actually explore Turkey. I'm hoping to go soon. Antalya, Cappadocia.
Cappadocia, the best air balloon you find there.
Oh my goodness, I'm very excited to see that. Well, this dish is coming together beautifully.
Doing well.
What else goes into this?
We add the tomato paste and some of our spices to dry out a little bit.
Yeah.
And we add on top of that and the tomato. So when you add tomato, you have to add a little bit of water so it can cook all together to dry out.
Yeah.
And after when dry out, we mix it with the cream. So that's what is giving you a little bit of a creamy taste with it.
And then also some fresh herbs I see as well.
This is for garnishing. We use it
at the end.
That's right. Because we couldn't cook the parsley. It changed the color and changed flavor.
That's true.
So you add it to the end as a garnishing.
A culinary wizard. Hussein and Chef, thank you so much for coming
You're
through.
welcome.
What a delicious way to begin any meal. Now, these vibrant meze dishes remind us that flavor and sharing honestly just go hand in hand. Now, you can experience them yourself at Surrey Restaurant at the V&A Waterfront out in Cape Town. It is well worth your visit. And just as meze brings people together around the table, Turkish Airlines continues to connect cultures, flavors, and definitely friendships across the globe, inspiring travelers to discover the taste of Turkey and beyond. Now, widen your world and plan your next trip at turkishairlines.com.
We connect more countries than any other airline. Turkish Airlines.
Smooth, creamy, country fresh.
Anyone for ice cream? Whether it's lunch with the family, birthdays, fries, or just because, there's always more Country Fresh desserts to share. So get sharing because there's 5,000 Rand plus a Country Fresh hamper up for grabs every Thursday on The Expresso Show. To enter, share your Country Fresh dessert on The Expresso Show or Country Fresh social media pages. T's and C's apply.
Smooth, creamy, country fresh. It's my feel-good breakfast show. It's my feel-good. It's my feel-good breakfast show. It's my feel-good. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
It's true, it's your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Welcome back for the final time. And let me tell you that every day could be Care Double Payday, especially when you play Daily Lotto, and that's for the estimated 400,000 Rand jackpot.
Sure.
And then the new Daily Lotto Plus for an estimated 150,000 Rand jackpot today.
I wish my eyes didn't just go like this every time you said the money, but it is. It's a lot of money. So what are you waiting for? Buy your tickets, please. You can do it in-store when they're open right now, online, nationallottery.co.za. You can use their mobile app. You can use your own cell phone banking app, or you can literally just use your phone and dial *120 *7529#, and then follow the prompts. Super easy.
Very easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. The details are on our Expresso social pages. Lots of content there. Check it out. And then Panda Push Up Play Daily Lotto for that estimated 400,000 Rand jackpot. And the new Daily Lotto Plus for an estimated 150,000 Rand jackpot. But you have to play now. So do your part. Come on.
And then we want to see the signs. You can have a private performance. Now, I might just do that because Liam has been amazing this morning. His growth since the last time he was on the show, just mind-blowing. And he has taken to the stage right now with a little gift for you, our parting shot, if you will, to perform a song called Worry Seas. Let's dive right in.
Me wanders in a worry sea. Waves now washing against me, shaking knees. My mind's still racing, chasing every bit of doubt. Floating in a sink, will I ever think it out? I think about it all too much. Currents rip through every little piece of hope I've got. I failed to see a way to sail the sea till dawn, a way to make it through the night, on my way towards the light. Oh, come on now, shut that thing up, though. Life is not that worry, see, don't let it get a hold of me, no. Not only I think back up to that sky, above dark clouds, so high above the Lord, watches with eyes of love, yeah. Whoa, 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 life's no worry, see. Me wave is in a whirlwind. Every little breeze it comes and chills me away beneath my sodden skin. I need a savior, sail me way up to the sun. Leave me to your ray, love me when I'm done. A long, long way up to the shore. Why would I be so sure when nothing's making sense no more? With every hint of fear, a misty sea draws near. And suddenly appears a wave of whispers in my ears. Come on now, shut that thing up, though. Life is no that worry, see, don't let it get a hold of me, no. Not only I think back up to that sky, above dark clouds, so high above the Lord.
Another feel-good production.